Yo! What is up, my dudes? I hope you are having an awesome, fantastic day, and welcome back to another Tears of the Kingdom Minimum Hearts Run Saturday stream. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had a really good week. I know that I had a pretty darn good week. I would say that I was a little bit more productive than last week. I don't want to be too productive during the summer holidays and everything, but it is still good to like get a bunch of chores done, which is what I ended up doing this week. And part of that is because I'm going to be hosting some Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow morning for brunch. I'll touch more on that later. But I hope you guys are doing well. So here's the main goal for today. I want to let you guys know. We are going to be... actually, I should probably update the stream title real quick, because I want to make sure that for new viewers that we are doing the Minimum Hearts Run. But we are going to be doing... we're going to be collecting the memories today. We are going to be obtaining the Master Sword today. But we are also going to start off with a Hinox fight, and there's a reason for that. We are very close to updating our armor. We are trying to rock the Fierce Deity set. And I did do a little bit of grinding off stream, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. Realistically, nothing in terms of shrines, nothing in terms of story. Let me go ahead and put Minimum Hearts Run in that title as well. I want to catch up with chat before we get too terribly into the thick of things. But I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, I'm going to catch up with chat as we start loading up. Twanette Mom, good to have you here. I hope that you are happy, healthy, and hydrated. Apex Lucifer, thank you for the bonks. Alyssa, yo, good to see you here as well. Zane, I saw your comment when I was getting ready for stream. If it is literally 3 a.m., you are allowed to sleep. You are allowed to, you know, turn Twitch off, like shut down the screens and have yourself a little nighty-night, you know? I do appreciate you being here, but your personal health and safety is always going to come first. Good to see you here, Star. And by the way, Super Nintendo, thank you so much for the follow. I know that you also said that you weren't going to join with audio, but I do want to give a shout out. If you guys have not checked out Super Nintendo, I believe that I'm doing that correctly. Yeah, he's playing Stardew Valley right now. I tuned into a stream a little bit before this stream ended up getting started. Very wholesome guy, family friendly, does a lot of Nintendo stuff. You should definitely check him out. So this is what I mean when I said I've been doing a little bit of grinding off stream. I haven't explored a lot of the depths, but I've definitely explored quite a bit of the depths. And oh, let me go ahead and turn off that music real quick. I wanted to grind for some Zonite because I wanted to get more batteries. So now we have 3 batteries, which is good. We are, like I said, we are going to start off with a Hinox fight, and I know that there is going to be one right around this beach. Right around Eris Beach, I believe that there is going to be a little goober for us. So the best way to go about that is probably with the Utsoshok Shrine, and then we're going to head due east from there. Depths aren't as terrifying when you realize there's... Yeah, there's not a lot in it. I still... With Minimum Hearts, I am still very cautious when it comes to combat encounters, because combat encounters can absolutely wreck me when I only have 3 hearts, which is part of the reason why I am upgrading the Fierce Deity armor set as best I can. Yes, it might make quite a bit of sense to... like, upgrade defense as much as we can, but even then, like, I'm pretty sure it's written in the game's code that enemies are not allowed to, like, one-shot you completely. Okay, well, now we're gonna have to deal with this guy real quick. Okay. Come on. Oh, boy. Okay, shield broke, and the other one broke as well. Let's go ahead and do the Black Horriblin Sledge. Sure. I don't know why I have the Smart Wheel fused to my shield. I think that I was experimenting, and it just didn't work. Okay. Nice. I hate the Crayola markers that they are. It's just, they're so creepy, and they're unsettling. One shot at, like, full health, though. See, I don't know. Even when I feel like I should be one shot, I don't always get one shot. They usually leave me with a quarter heart. But then again, I haven't run into any silver enemies yet, so I'm not sure. Here. This'll be funny. See, I told you. Okay. Then probably what I just need to do with this game for the minimum hearts run, especially for the final boss, is to just get good. I think that's all that we need to do. Lotad. Okay. Nice. Lotad is just such a fun friend. I love Lotad. Oh, no worries, Star. A friend's party? That sounds so exciting. I hope that the party goes well, and thank you for the lurk. It is much appreciated. So, I do kind of want to get to the, shrine that's above this cliff right here, because that's going to give us another fast travel point. Before we do any memories, we're just slowly making our way to the Hinox, like I said. What is your guys' favorite region in Tears of the Kingdom, by the way? I really do like Farron. I just wish that it wasn't raining constantly. Because if it weren't raining constantly, I wouldn't mind climbing up these cliffs, but it rains so consistently in Farron that I can't. Yo! Did you change your username, Zoe? I assume that that's Zoe. Anyways, welcome on in. Every time I hear about Lotad, it reminds me of BRB from Pokemon Coliseum XD. Yeah, see, I've never actually played those games. I've heard really good things about them. Change your username. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you are here. I know that it's been a while. You recently got back from a trip. I didn't look too much into the details in the Discord server because I've been kind of busy, but I'm glad that you're back. Ooh, yeah. This is a black one, so he's got quite a few hit points on him. But we've also got a black Hinox, like, crusher, or whatever it's called. Ooh, this is a good spot for getting bananas, too. Bananas are going to be really good for us. Is the shrine up there? I feel like it's up there. You need remakes for those two already? I would appreciate remakes because I would appreciate being able to play them for the first time. I don't want to have to rely on a GameCube emulator in order to play some of the best Pokemon games, arguably. I know that that is a Nintendo Online decision. There's a chance... I imagine that it was done by Game Freak, too. So it might be a Game Freak thing. It might also be a Pokemon Company thing. Okay, yeah, we got the shrine right there. We have to deal with another crayon. Gross, gross, gross. I hate you. Hey, good job, Yunobo. Okay. Well, it wasn't quite a one-shot because I wasn't full health, but it's still, you know... Welcome to the minimum hearts run, everyone, is what I'm trying to say. That's our last save point, so we should be relatively close to it. Older brother's friend used to have it, so I had played it before. It wasn't actual playthrough because I had already beat the game. Oh, okay. I do know that Pokemon Coliseum is, like... It's definitely got more... more, like, deep themes than you would normally get from a Pokemon game. I don't know if mature is necessarily the right way to describe it, but I've heard that it's not necessarily a rated E for everyone game. Okay, nice. You can steal other people's... You can steal other people's Pokemon? Holy cow. We got Topaz Rod. I feel like maybe... Okay, here's what we're gonna do, actually. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drop that. We're gonna equip this, and then we're gonna fuse. Okay, so there we go. I know that bones are brittle, but that way we can pick up the Topaz Rod. That sounds like a really intense game. Just from that description alone, it sounds like it's not your grandfather's Pokemon game. Should we do the shrine? Let's see. If it's a relatively quick shrine, I say that we should do it. If it's gonna, like, definitely take us 83 years, then we're probably just gonna end up skipping it. I forget what this one is. Oh my gosh. I've got my cup of coffee. See, I love having the cup of coffee. It's one of the reasons why I love doing these Saturday streams. Just comes off as way more cozy. Building bridges. Let's go ahead and do this one. Should be relatively easy. Attach. Nice. God, the physics engine in this game. The coders who ended up making this game actually are legends. Okay. Oh, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually attach this guy. Not quite. We're gonna have to choose this one. There we go. Excellent. One of the core mechanics in Coliseum and XD is the Snag-'em machine and Shadow Pokemon. Hold up. If your opponent has Shadow Pokemon, you'll be alerted when it shows up and you can catch it as if it were a wild Pokemon, even though it technically belongs to someone. Oh. Okay. No worries, Zoe. Say hi to your dog for me. You have a very adorable dog. Alright, we've got a bridge situation here. Oh, wrong ability. Gonna do that. Wait, can we? Oh, it like clips through. Okay. It can't fuse to itself, so that's not good. But what we can do is we can reverse that. I don't know if that's the way that you're supposed to do it, but we definitely did it that way, and that's fine. So now we take this. We fuse that. Perfect. Okay. Is it perfect, though? Hold up. There we go. Nice. All right. Hey, large Zonite. That's going to be good for our battery. All right. I feel pretty good about that. Feel pretty good. I know that we're not actually going to use this Light of Blessing, but we might want to upgrade our stamina very briefly before we end up doing the Master Sword. I know that we have enough stamina already, but I just want a little bit more cushion, you know? Want to be a little bit more safe than sorry. Of course, it's raining now. Let's see, south. Ooh, boy, okay. Let's head on down here, because I know that there's a Hinox down here. Is there a Lionel on this one? No. Okay. Yeah, there's a Hinox right around this area. It's either in this game or in Breath of the Wild. Oh, no, it's right here. It's right here, and it looks like it's a black Hinox. So, we're doing all right. Let's go ahead and fuse attack power. We want to save these horns. They're going to be a surprise tool that will help us later. Hold up, I've got a meme for that. I've got a meme for that.
That's a surprise tool that can help us later.
Heck yeah. Is this a do as much as possible playthrough? No, it's a Minimum Hearts playthrough. We are, like, trying to be relatively efficient, but if there's a nice side activity for us to do, then we're gonna go ahead and do the side activity, you know? What we are doing right now is we are trying to, grind for some upgrades for our armor. That's gonna be very important. Okay. Nice! Okay, we're gonna want a big ol'... Oh, you know what? Okay, nice. And then Stalnox Smasher. Ah, see, I got greedy. He steps on you once, and then it's over. It's just like Elden Ring. You can't get too greedy. You have to, like, be aware of the attack animations, and you have to give yourself plenty of space. You have to look at your stamina. Okay. Okay, once again, we're gonna throw... Okay, and now we get out of here. Nice. Nice! Okay. No, this is literally it. Okay, that was easy. I didn't realize how easy that was going to be, actually. Nice, we got some Hinox Guts. That's exactly what I was looking for. That was the sole item that we were after. We got the Black Hinox Horn. Nice. And we got a roasted whole bird. Okay, Knight's Claymore. Knight's Bow. I don't know. Do we want that? Yes, we want that. We definitely want that. Okay, I think we take the Knight's Claymore. Let's go ahead and equip that. Take out the Black Hinox Horn. Actually, let's not fuse it just yet, because we might actually need to use it for one of our upgrades. So where's a good fairy fountain? There's a good fairy fountain. Okay, cool. So we are going to upgrade our armor, and then we're going to start chasing some memories. How does that sound? Take a nice good sip of coffee. Ooh, here's one thing that I also want to, like... I need your guys' advice, okay? This is really important for me. So there was a new boba place that actually opened up in town, and I absolutely love it. Such good quality. The guy who owns it is really great, but I have a request, all right? This is a call-out. Well, not a call-out. I'm just... Okay, here's the thing. Calling all boba enjoyers, all right? I love boba tea. I think boba tea is great, but I always feel like I'm drinking it wrong, because every time that I drink boba tea, I always enjoy the tea, I enjoy the boba, but then I enjoy the tea and boba so much that I'm not, like, thinking about what my end game is like, and by the time that I get to the end of my boba drinking experience, I have a pile of ice on the bottom of my cup, and I also have like 5 to 10 boba pearls that are left completely uneaten or unslurped. So what do I do? How do like, is there a proper way to drink boba? I need help because I don't want to be the guy that's like wiggling the straw like at the bottom of the ice, just trying to get the last little bit of boba. I always feel like I'm drinking so inefficiently. Eat it all in one go. You know what? I haven't considered going Kirby mode. You're so right about that. Oh, I need 200. I need 200 rupees for that. Okay, let's go back to the. Like, is the, besides eating in one gulp, like, I could obviously unhinge my jaw and everything, but I don't, I feel like I'm drinking boba tea wrong. But that being said, I do really enjoy boba still. There's a new boba place in town, like I said, and, like, they literally just opened within the past month or so. And you could tell that they just barely opened because they still have, like... they have a TV and a TV stand set up, and you could still see all the wires. They haven't tried hiding the wires or anything. They do sell Japanese snacks, but they still have cardboard boxes everywhere for, like... they're using the cardboard boxes as tables for displaying and selling the snacks. And I'm sure that as the business grows, they're going to slowly, like, transition things like that. But it's really nice, and the guy who owns it is really great. Look what I've got. I would like to sell, please. You know, we've got 5 of these rubies. I'm just going to sell one of them. I just need to sell one of them. Okay. Thank you, Beetle. Nice. Let's head back. Where is the... fairy fountain is across the... It's right there. Okay. Let's just head this way. I think that if we just jump on this guy, we can just paraglide over. That's probably most efficient. Yo, nice. There's just one quick little thing that I wanted to do before we start chasing memories. They got rid of former gem farming location. But yeah. Yeah. And there was also the place on the tower where every single time you would be able to get like a 52 power Knight's Claymore. It was on top of the skull, the tower that had a giant skull on it. Ooh, let's go. Okay, that's going to make our armor 12. That is going to be huge. Now, I want to look at some of the other ones that we need to do. We're skipping the kissing. I don't want to deal with that right now. The abandoned North Mine was such a cool jump. Yeah. And the Deku Forest Tower, yeah. They did end up changing quite a few things. Great Fairy isn't strong enough. Are we missing a green fairy? Oh, we need Dinral's scale, so we're gonna have to... Okay, we're gonna have to get the red dragon in the Elden region. And we need Ferocious Claw and 5 Hinox tooths. So we're gonna have to grind some Hinoxes for the other ones as well. Is Ferosh anywhere near here? Like, I gotta say, what fairy are we still missing? Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's Nadra. Okay. We've got... that fairy. We've got that fairy. We've got this fairy. And we've got this fairy. Is there one fairy that's still not open? It might be this one, actually. It might be this one. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, here's the thing. We're gonna have to head to this region anyways because we need to go to the Lost Temple for getting the order of the locations for all the memories. So while we're there, we might as well stop by the fairy fountain and see if we have unlocked it. I think that we have. I'm just not sure. I thought we already did that. But hey, that's just more things that we get to do in this game, and this is my favorite Zelda game. It's probably tied. It's probably tied with Breath of the Wild, if I'm being 100% honest. Ooh, that was enough. Okay, cool. Okay, we got the musicians here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have united the band, but we haven't actually gone to the Great Fairy. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. We might as well. I know we're gonna get the memories. I promise. I promise we're gonna get the memories. We're just gonna do this first, okay? I'm pretty sure that this is the easiest fairy as well. Look at the good boy! He got his tail! Oh, I'm so proud of you. You know what? For that, you deserve a nice little treat. You deserve a good treat. You deserve a good treat. Here you go, my friend. Are you gonna eat it before it turns frozen? Oh, no, he's gonna eat it even if it is frozen. I'm so proud of him. Okay, let's go ahead and take a horse out. Let's take the horse. We're gonna get cheese too. We'll take this out. He, in fact, did not get the memories. No, I will get the memories. That's the one goal that we have for today. I just keep getting distracted by side content. What can I say? I know that we can do it. This is just a game that it's impossible to do anything if you have the slightest semblance of ADHD. It happens. I don't need a guide, Moncton, but thank you. Yeah, this is literally going to be so easy. I need you to jump in the cart, my friends. I'll take you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the easiest one because the game naturally funnels you toward... No, please get in the cart. I'll take you. Oh, it needs a roof. Okay. My bad for not reading. Okay. Can we stick a roof on this thing? Is that enough? Is that enough? I'll take you. Okay. No, we need a little bit more. I played card games. I don't read. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. I've actually gotten into Slay the Spire again lately. First time I tried getting into Slay the Spire, I was like, I found it more frustrating than everything, and I was like, why am I always dying? But like, that's just the roguelite experience. Of course you're always going to be dying. But it wasn't until I started experimenting with like the types of decks that were going to be a little bit out of my comfort zone that I really started to appreciate that game more. And I know that this isn't a huge accomplishment, but I did, for the first time, actually make my way to the heart and unlock Ascension with the Ironclad. And now I'm starting an Ascension 3 run through. Yes, excellent. That's good to go. But the problem... Okay, this is the problem that I have, though, with Slay the Spire. Because it's so easy on the Switch to pick up Slay the Spire and just start playing and lose track of time. Earlier this week, on Thursday, I was supposed to meet somebody at a coffee shop, like, relatively early in the morning, and I just completely blanked. And if I did not check my Google Calendar notification, then I straight up would have missed that coffee get-together because I was playing Slay the Spire that morning. It was bad. It's an actual addiction, and I maybe need to get some sort of help because that game, it's so good. I never got really into Magic the Gathering. I think that if I were to give it more of an honest go, I would probably enjoy it. But, like, starting off, unless you're borrowing a deck from somebody who already knows the game and is able to help guide you through the game, starting off on your own can be quite intimidating in my experience. Just play Commander? Is that a MTG thing? I'm not very familiar with the game, so... You're gonna have to almost explain these things to me like I'm 5 years old. Okay. And with that, we're gonna finally unlock the final Great Fairy, which means that we'll be able to see what we need to do in order to get the fully upgraded... I'm not skipping this, by the way. I love this quest line. And ending with that from Mata is just so good. So good. Format for MTG where you pick a legendary creature, build a 99 card deck around it, and except for your basic lands, no two cards can have the same name. Interesting. Would you say that that is a good deck setup for, like, beginners, then? It can be? Okay. I don't know. I might look into it. After I end up, like, weaning myself off of Slay the Spire, and I have that itch that still needs to be scratched, I might end up looking at it. I know some friends that are into it. They might be able to teach me. Nice, we got $100. Excellent. Card Fight Vanguard is my main card game, though. What is the deal with Card Fight Vanguard? Yo, Georgia, how's it going? I know, when the dude wobbles... Oh my gosh. You're so right. You're so right, bestie. We just finished the last fairy quest, even though I thought we had already done the fairies, all of them. But now we are finally getting to see what we can do in terms of upgrading our armor. And then from there, we're just going to hop right down into the temple, the Forgotten Temple, and look at the order that we need to do. Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. All right. Let's talk to women. Let's go. Yes. Please enhance my clothing. Absolutely. Venturiantale got me hooked on the anime all the way back in middle school. Oh, wait, there's an anime for Magic the Gathering? Oh, we're gonna need Lionel guts. Oh, boy. Oh, there's a non-zero chance that we're gonna be fighting some Lionels today after we end up getting the Master Sword. We'll see. Who is this lovely specimen? Ma'am, my name is Link. Short for Abraham Lincoln. We've got Hinox Tooth, Farash. Okay, we still need to upgrade the Fierce Deity Mask. It's not even 1 star. It's so sad. I just haven't seen Dinral at all in this playthrough. I've only seen Farash and Nadra. Okay, so we're gonna need some Lionel guts. The Great Fairies are so... Exactly! I feel like that's kind of the point, too. I feel like they were intentionally designed that way. Because you guys know that Link was intentionally designed to be androgynous. That, like, he's not... Like, the character design-wise is not supposed to evoke, like, specifically male or specifically female. And the character designers wanted it that way so that players of all genders would be able to relate to them, even as early as the Nintendo 64. I think that's pretty neat. Magic the Gathering does not have it. Oh, Card Fight Vanguard. Okay. See, that is one I am hearing for the first time from you. There are so many... there are so many rocks! Oh my gosh, we should get Twy to tell us all about the rocks. For those who don't know, Twilight is really into geology. Look, a rock! Yeah. Look at all these rocks. I do have to wonder how this can... Wait, we know how this cannon is created, actually. Twy is working. Twy is working. Yeah. He's been a very busy worker bee lately. I'll let him talk more about that on his channel, though. Yeah, we actually know how this valley is created, I'm pretty sure. Because there's gonna be a memory that shows us how the valley is created, if I'm remembering the geography correctly. Yeah. It is unfortunate, you know. But, I mean, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Get a paycheck, I guess. Gotta pay bills. Exactly. Let's sneak in through here. Okay, there is a hot air balloon. I don't know if that's, like, exactly what we want. I do miss seeing the Guardians in here. I kind of want to avoid all of these bokoblins, even though they're very squishy. I'm just feeling like maybe we don't need to engage in combat. You could just sneak right around here. There's a bow. Okay. Nice. We got thick, sturdy, sick. You know what would be funny, though? Let me see if I can line up the shot. Where are... Oh, they're right there? Oh. He disappeared. Where'd he go? My Goron friend. Oh, well. We might as well get the shrine here as well, because that's going to allow us to fast travel. I don't know if that's something that we need necessarily, but hey, it's useful. It's useful. Soldier's bow. We don't need that. Thank you for the kind offer, though. We got Tulin's ability right when we started to climb up on the wall. There we go. Is this a shrine that we're gonna solve the puzzle for as well? Missed the black... You missed the blackberries at the farmer's market? No! Oh my gosh. It's almost like you have to be there at the crack of dawn to get the best stuff. Man, that is rough. I do like blackberries. I'm definitely more of a raspberry enjoyer. I definitely feel like I'm more raspberry coated. Building blocks. What is this one again? Snag the peaches and fresh bread and zucchini. Oh my gosh. W combination. I think I see what we need to do. We do that. Yep. And then we... Yes, that was definitely the most efficient way to go about doing that. Wait, so in this one, they literally just took a Korok puzzle and they're like, let's make a shrine out of it. That is one valid criticism I feel like people have of this game. Like, I feel like the shrines are just a little bit too easy. Okay, okay, we take those. You know what? We never actually fused the black Hinox thing, so let me go ahead and grab that bad boy real quick. We're going to hold that, we're going to drop it, and then we're going to fuse to our shield. There we go, that's a 38. 38 damage, not too bad. If you want to see what a Candlelight Vanguard looks like, posted on the general chat. Oh, nice. No, that definitely makes sense. I forgot to open Discord before stream started, so hopefully it's going to open on the right monitor. Oh, see, this one is a little bit trickier. It's a little bit trickier. I feel like this one goes right here. That's what my gut's telling me. No, actually, it's the other one. It's this one. Because this is the only spot where this one can go. Okay. Let's try moving this one. No, that's not it. That's not it. Spatial oriented. Maybe, hold up. Okay, first of all, we're gonna set this right here. We're gonna ascend. I love that camera angle. Thank you so much for the bit star. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and grab this bad boy. Ooh, a large zonite charge. That's going to be useful. So, if we take this and stick it here, right? Then we take this guy. No, not that guy. Yes, that guy, actually. Oh my goodness. Lots to catch up on chat. Okay. Almost 50 minutes into this stream. You have so many No. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Yo! Funky mode has been activated, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. We have the funkiness flowing through our veins. Blood runs thicker than water, especially when it is funky. We love to see it. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the sub, Apex Lucifer. Much appreciate. Oh, Blood Moon time. So much is happening right now. Oh my gosh. For some reason, my sub button is broken. Let me change that real quick. Session sub goal. Here, let me let me change this real quick. Because I want to make sure that it actually registers. I got properties. I'm not able to do it. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Well, anyways, I still do appreciate the sub. It's greatly appreciated. For some reason, Stream Elements is just being a little silly right now, and followers are working, but subs are not.
Oh, Link, thank you for your help with the balloon. I believe there is something related to the geoglyph somewhere within this temple. I'm searching, but so far it's been in vain.
You have not been searching, you've been standing here, with all due respect.
The chambers here are enormous, so it'll be a difficult task at best. Where could it be?
Probably right through here, you goofy goober. Past the goddess statue, which we never got a real answer as to why the goddess statue has fallen. Like, what has happened between Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild that led it to fall in this way? Age of Calamity. Oh my gosh, Impa was so great in Age of Calamity. Holy cow. This is where the sages ended up getting their abilities. We got some Sundelions. Let's go. We love to see that. Okay, and then in here is what we want. Okay. So. Oh, cutscene time. All right. I believe that we got the first memory already. So we know that Zelda traveled back in time to the past.
Lady Impa, let's head down. We must investigate up close.
And this is also going to give us a map as to where these things are located. So that's good. Up on the walls, are they not geoglyphs? What could this mean? Okay, I'm also going to go ahead and snag a piece of paper. Hold up. Oh my gosh, there's my coffee table. Yes, okay. We're going to grab a piece of paper, and we're going to write down, because I don't want to have to constantly jump back and forth into, like, the screenshots on the main menu of the Switch and then hop back into the game. So, I'm just going to write down what the symbols look like and their general locations. Okay.
I can hardly believe what my eyes behold. Who would have guessed this old ruin held such secrets? It is said that the geoglyphs appeared all over Hyrule during the upheaval when Princess Zelda went missing. How are they connected to these images here?
I wonder why. I've already beaten the game. So, oh, now it's updated. Okay. I don't know when Stream Elements updated, but I'm glad that it did. Okay, so we're starting off with... Okay, we've got... All right, Zonai... like Zonai in a wheelchair? I don't know. You guys see that, like a Zonai in a wheelchair. And then the next one is a temple-looking thing. Then we have the Purapad. Then we have what I'm going to describe as a salmon. I hope you guys don't think that I'm crazy. Like, that looks like a salmon, right? This one in the middle? That looks like a salmon. All right, we've got Ganondorf. Ganondorf is kneeling. All right, that is Sonia. All right, we've got the dagger. We've got Calamity. We've got the Tear. See, I know that that's supposed to symbolize, like, blessings and everything, but it looks like Egg Boy from Age of Calamity. I forget, like, their actual name. But, you know, the little Egg Boy Guardian. I'm gonna say Egg Boy. Because, at least for me, I'm going to know what that is. And then, Master Sword is last. So, now that we've written all those things down, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to... First of all, head over here. I don't know if I've ever been in this little back corridor. Oh, wait, no. This literally takes us up top. If only there was something else that could take us up top. Okay. We exit. So, we want the locations of... All right. So, Zonai in the wheelchair, that is west of Hyrule Castle, but I do believe that we already got that one. The temple is... Where's the temple located? Temple is south of Hebra Mountain. The Puripad is southern Eldin. Maybe by river. I'm going to go ahead and put that as a parenthetical remark. We've got the Salmon, which is located in southeast Hyrule Field. We've got Ganondorf, who is... Ganondorf is north of Garuda Desert. Sonia is northern side of Garuda Highlands. Okay. The dagger is located like southeast bay. I forget the name of that bay, but I know exactly where it's located. It's not going to be difficult to find. Calamity is going to be northeast Hebra. We're actually relatively close to that one, but I want to get all of the memories in order. Tyr is northeast of... what's the name of that town again? There's Kakariko Village, and then there's Hateno Village. All right, so we got Hateno Village. Egg Boy is located in, like, kind of by... Okay, it's west of Dragon River in Farron. And then Master Sword, I know exactly where that is. That is Western Eldin. Okay, so now that we have all of the notes, let's go ahead and tackle all of them in order. I believe that if we go here, let's see, album, we got adventure log. Okay, so we already have these memories. We've got The Awakening. We've got Where Am I? So that is, wait. Okay. Do you get, like, those who have played this game probably know what's up, but, isn't this text right here a little bit of a spoiler? Just a mild spoiler. It's a mild spoiler. I'm kind of blown away that they would do that. All right, so we've already done that. Let's go ahead and we want to go south of Hebra Mountain. So our next stop is going to be right around here. We want to do the temple. We're just going to plug and chug these as quick as we can, realistically, because I want to get a Master Sword. Look at this. 1 hour into stream, and we're finally doing the thing that I said that we were going to do. And y'all underestimated me. Let's hop into the tower. That's going to get us some aerial advantage. I don't see the memory at all, guys. I don't see the memory at all. Where is it? South of Hebra Mountain. I mean, this, I think, is a shrine. There might be a shrine here. I don't know. Oh, hold up. It might be over here, actually. We're heading away from the shrine, and that's fine. So, like I said, I do not see it. We're looking for the thing that looks like the temple. Oh, wait, hold up. I'm slightly remembering where this is in the original game. I think it's like literally right around here. It's like right by a cliff. So we're definitely quite a ways away. But if we head this general direction, we should... Wait, it's... I'm like 90% sure it's in this direction. Because it's like... I know that it's by like a snowy cliff. That's one thing that I distinctly remember about its location. I don't want to have to look up the coordinates. I will if I have to, though, because I will set aside my pride for the sake of efficiency. If it gets too crazy. I need... Oh! Oh my gosh, no. Okay. I really did try to make it all the way. But it is what it is. Okay.
You're wobbling. Try to keep your balance.
Thank you, Apex Lucifer. Yeah, that okay, you know what? I'll double that and give that to the next person. That right there is a wobble dude moment. It's a wobble dude moment. Okay. Yeah, I believe that it's, like, right around this area. It's somewhere around here. Because these are some snowy cliffs. Unless it's right here? Let's actually head north. Yeah, funky mode has been activated. I'm sorry that you had to miss it. Yo, Cowcat Comics, welcome! I'm glad that you are here. I hope that you are happy, healthy, and hydrated. Yeah, let's maybe try running north. I know that we didn't see it, but that doesn't mean that it isn't there. Maybe that just means that I'm colorblind. Not that that's exactly how colorblindness works or anything, but... Speaking of colorblindness, though, like, I had some people that were giving me grief for the most recent thing that I ended up posting on, it was like TikTok and Instagram and whatnot, YouTube Shorts and all that jazz. Because apparently I'm not describing the color of, like, the shiny Pokemons correctly. There were a lot of people that were upset that I got the colors incorrect, and I'm like, well, here's the thing. I am colorblind. I'm not going to get things 100% accurate a lot of the time. At least from here, we're going to be able to see, and hopefully we're going to get a really good viewpoint of what things look like in the east, because I do think that it's a little bit further east from this location. But at least from here, we'll be able to go a little bit on land. I don't want to have to rely on Zonai devices, because one thing about this game is that people will find a way to make things so efficient that they make things unfun for themselves, and Zonai devices are definitely in that category. I feel like if all you're trying to do is... like, go for efficiency with Zonai devices where you fly across the map, then you're missing out on some of the best things that this game has to offer. Zonai devices are fun and everything, but to, like, maximize efficiency with traversal, I don't know. I don't want to have to deal with the bokoblins just yet. Oh, they really don't like that snowball. They really don't like that snowball. Snowball crashed. Okay. Okay, we're heading into nighttime, so it should glow a little bit. It should be a little bit easier for us to pick up on it. In fact, I think that might be it over there in the far distance, right above where Link is. Those tiny little glimmers in the back, I think that that is where we're heading. Dude, that bokoblin had a really bad day. Gets hit, knocked back, and then immediately headshot while some random guy is like heading mid-air towards him. That's rough. Yeah, that definitely looks like our memory. I don't think that there's anything else that it could be. Guys, remember the shrine that was right here in Breath of the Wild? How you would have to, like, get on the chopped wood and raft across in order to get to where you needed to go for the shrine? I think that there's a sage's will this direction, as long as you have a raft. Let me see what I have in terms of auto build that might be able to work. Do wings float? Hold up. Let me see if wings float real quick. Take out the vice. Not really. Okay, let's bring it back. There's got to be a better way of doing this. What if... Let's see. We've got... We have a cart. We have... I don't know. Not any of these are really floatable. If we go through our auto build, there's... Ooh, this might actually work. And we got the Zonite for it, so I'm gonna build it. There we go. We sneak under here. Okay. There is a Korok seed under here, so we might as well do that. We're gonna do the memories, I promise. Tabantha Snowfield is one of the best places to hunt after beating the Wind Temple. It kind of is, low-key. There we go. Nice. Got ourselves a Korok seed. And then from here, if we head to this exact spot and ascend, I believe that we're going to get a Sage's Will. No! Man, I was about to be so pretentious and annoying. Dang it. I had a second chance, and the second chance was ruined for me. Oh, bummer. But could you imagine if there was a Sage's Will right there? It would have been over for you guys. All right. So from here, we are... I don't even see where the memory... Oh, no, here it is. Here it is right here. Let's go. Okay. Glowy rocks. So now we just got to find where the tier's located. Oh, it's right here. Nice. All right. Are you ready for a cutscene? Let's go. Let's figure out what Zelda's been up to 10,000 years ago. We're going to see a lot of that animation today, by the way. Also going to go ahead and hit some check marks on the list just to make sure that we can keep track of everything. History lesson time. I love her haircut in this game.
This is not the world
I will
know.
show you on the menu once we're done with this.
A time so far back in the past, it's become legend. So it's true. This is really the era of Hyrule's founding?
Your presence here is just as strange to us, Zelda.
We don't know why you're
If
here.
Sonia have a secret stone and are able to manipulate time, then your story makes sense.
Oh? I believed her right away. You needed the secret stone as proof, Rauru? I can feel your light power within her, as well as
She's
my
strong
time
with the
power.
Force, is what she's trying to say.
Additionally, I sense that we share a blood connection.
I see. In any case, Zelda.
Are they the same
you
species,
had
though?
said that you needed to return to your era as soon as you
I don't
possibly
think they're
could.
the same species. I'm looking at Rauru, and I don't
Yes.
see Hylian in him.
In my time, something terrible is happening. I need to get back there.
Also, if
do
there
I do
is a
that?
blood connection,
I
then
don't
where
even know how
is
I got here in the
Rauru and
first
Sonia's
place.
kid? We never see their kid. There's a chance, yeah.
Now, Zelda dear. You don't
Although
need to solve
big,
your
long
problems all
ears
at
would
once.
definitely be
We're
a
not gonna
really
have us
good
do this.
adaptation
No.
if you were living in the Garuda Desert, at least. If you're living in Hyrule
A
Field,
distant
then
relative of ours.
it's not super advantageous.
It is true, after all. We'll get you fresh clothes.
Gosh, her hair. Could you imagine the conditioner that Sonia
I'm
uses?
sure an answer will come to you. Wisdom takes time.
Girl is a heavy metal concert the way that she's got
don't know what to
volume.
say.
Holy cow. Yo, what's going on,
Wonder.
Twilight?
Minoru.
We were
she
actually
may have some
talking
idea of how
about
to
you
get back
earlier.
to your era.
I know that you've been a very busy
You
boy
said-
at work, but I'm glad that you were
Yes.
here. I hope that you
She
are
knows
happy,
far
healthy, and
more than anyone
hydrated.
about our people.
I hope she
Like
uses
us,
conditioner.
my
If she
older
cares
sister
about
has
her
a secret
hair,
stone.
then she's got to use
We'll
conditioner.
call on her.
Although I will say this, if anybody from this universe ends up creating the 5-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face wash, and motor oil, it's probably the Zonai. They're very industrious people. I know you can't stay for long. You're probably on your 10 or something. You're not gonna... did you seriously catch another shiny? Did you seriously catch another shiny? I'm so... Ooh. Call me spaghetti the way I be upsetty. What shiny was it? Because I know that you caught like a Pineco, was it last night or 2 nights ago that was shiny? You have the most insane shiny luck, and I wish that you would share some with the rest of us instead of being greedy. Okay. We're gonna head up here, and then Southern Eldin by the river is what we're looking towards. Okay. Once again, I don't really see it. Okay. I see the fairy fountain. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah, because we're heading to the Puripad. Whee! See, this is way more efficient than the first one where we got lost for like 10 minutes. This one is a little bit more easy. Have I been down that hole? The one that's right here? Have I been down that? I have not. I do not have the glide set yet. I don't think I have it yet. I do have that. That's gonna help at least a little bit. Are you guys gonna be okay if we get distracted by the depths for a little bit? Because there's a hole right there that I have not yet explored, and that's just gonna be that's gonna be a quick 5-minute adventure. Okay, cool. I don't want to do like nothing but cutscenes, you know? Instant noodles? Excellent. I had some instant noodles the other day. Costco ended up carrying a set that was like the wrinkly noodles. And I ended up having like one with pork sauce, which is a little alarming. Shiny Lucario? Dude, that's a good shiny too. Oh my... Oh, that actually makes me mad a little bit. That makes me a little mad. I mean, good on you for getting that, but holy cow. Half a can of Dr. Pepper for day. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
This is definitely not from this era.
But yeah, the pork sauce, it's a little alarming because it's shelf stable. And you don't need to refrigerate it, and it definitely still tastes like pork. But it was good.
Whatever you need.
Oh, from a raid.
I really appreciate your help.
3 stars and... Oh my... That's so excellent. That's so good.
So you really believe my
I am so
story?
jelly.
That I came from the future?
I never doubted you for a moment.
Minoru.
Minoru's
do you
pretty
know of a
good.
way we could help to return Zelda back to her time.
I suspect it was the power of your secret stone that allowed you to travel through time.
Probably.
To put it simply, secret stones amplify the power.
And that is the
possess.
secret stone that Rauru is currently wearing, right?
I am able to separate
It's
my
like a weird
spirit
time
from
loop
my
thing.
body.
Well, it's because
Rauru can repel
you
or
are
destroy evil
collecting
with the power of
shinies
And
about
some
as often
she
as
can
I
control time.
collect Pokemon that I don't turn into
As
candy.
for you,
Every day
can
I catch
sense
one
both
Pokemon,
light
and then I
dark
appraise it.
powers.
And if it's not 3 stars, I immediately
But
turn
your
it into
secret stone
candy.
seems to
And then
amplify
I
your
dip
time
out of the
power.
app. I don't spend a lot of time in the app, I'm not gonna lie.
Power.
I've gotten way more into Pikmin Bloom
Ultimately,
lately.
the secret stone
But, like,
only amplifies your
You
power.
definitely take the game way more seriously
It
than I
doesn't
do,
suddenly
Pokemon
grant
Go
you
at least.
mastery and control.
And so it's not
That's still up to
surprising
you.
that you get way more
That
shinies than I
means
do.
if you
But
don't already
the
know how to get
frequency
yourself
with which you
home-
get shinies is just astronomically out of this world. No! No more instant noodles?
There are stories
Oh,
about the
please tell me you
secret
at least have
stones and
Snicky Snacks.
a forbidden
You
act
gotta have
of
some Snicky Snacks.
draconification. To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Interesting. Another way to reach the future, though not a very quick one. So you think these stories could hint at a solution to our dilemma?
But there is still more to those tales. To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
You better lose yourself in the
That
music
is
the
why it
moment
is
you
forbidden.
want it. Yeah. That's probably the song that they play
I
whenever
thought
somebody
maybe
ends up
this could
becoming a
lead to
dragon in this
solution.
game.
Some way to transcend time. But if you have to sacrifice your heart and mind, sacrifice what makes you you. I'm sorry. I wish I could help more.
Maybe it's not worth it. Oh, you do have Kit Kats. Okay, good. You
where
got
we
Kit Kats.
started.
That's very important. Kit
There's
Kats are a
still
very
hope. I
underrated
think
candy.
The answer to this problem lies in
I'm
study.
definitely like
Learning
a
more
Snickers
about the
and
nature of
Baby
your power.
Ruth enjoyer. I really
sure
like
Sonya would be
a
happy
candy
now.
bar that is essentially just a meal on its own. But
Okay.
I do really like how Kit Kats, they're designed so that you break them, you snap them, and then you could share with another person. It's a lot more difficult to like share a Snickers bar with somebody unless you have like a knife that you can actually cut it in half. But Kit Kats are designed to be shared. Kit Kats are designed with a communal experience in mind, and for that I respect it. Let's see. From here, let's go ahead and add a check to the Puripad. So we learned that swallowing rocks is not good. See, this is an educational channel. We're here to learn things. For instance, swallowing rocks is not a good thing. Aw, cheese. Cheese is delicious. I do love cheese. What's your favorite type of cheese, Zoe? I would say... I don't know if I have a favorite type of cheese, but I can give you, like, some top 5 cheeses. I love Parmesan. I'll never eat it on its own. It's always got to be a topping with something. I like... I really love Comté cheese. Comté cheese is probably one of my faves. Brie is really good. I love brie. If we're if we're talking about like a cheeseburger or a breakfast sandwich, I will use American cheese and I will not apologize for it. And then I suppose, gosh, what would be a 5th cheese that I would throw in there? I actually don't know. Those are definitely my top 4, though. Favorite Kit Kat flavor? I haven't not had much in terms of, like, different Kit Kat flavors. I do like the matcha flavor a lot. Grab a bag of cheese and devour it. Just as God intended, Zoe. Came back from lunch and immediately heard something about, yeah, swallowing rocks is bad. We're learning things. Parmesan is my favorite. Camembert is Ooh, Gouda. Oh, my gosh. And I apologize to all of my Dutch viewers for pronouncing it Gouda and not Gouda. But I'm American, what can I say? Camembert is delicious. Fontina is pretty good, too. I do think that, like, one of my favorite cheeses of all time, though, is Comté. I think that Comté is delish. Okay, we're heading to the salmon next. I think it's a salmon. It certainly looks like a salmon. Like, you know how salmon are sometimes portrayed in, like, totemic art for, American Indian tribes in the Pacific Northwest and, in, like, Alaska and stuff? It kind of looks like a salmon that was made in that sort of art style with a little Zonai twist. I mean, that may be true, but, like, I don't want you to feel left out, you know? Okay. Let's see. Hyrule Castle's right there. Oh, salmon, right there. Nice. Swiss is a good cheese. I do like Swiss, especially on a sandwich that is predominantly either ham or roast beef. I think, or oh my gosh, a mushroom Swiss burger. One of my favorite burgers, easily, hands down. And Swiss is also the predominant cheese that you see in Cubano sandwiches, which is like one of my favorite sandwiches of all time. We respect Swiss cheese here. Okay, where are we going to find the tier? The tier is probably located in the trees. Not really visible from up top, so it's probably going to be right over here. I don't see a fully filled in tier anywhere else on this thing. So it's probably... I'm actually a genius. I'm so good at video games. Which is why I hit Unobo instead of activating the memory. I feel like that's jank, though. I feel like that's just some of the jank that comes along with Tears of the Kingdom. I would not blame that on me. I have to delay the Wobble Dog stream for quite some time now, but like... Let's talk about it in Discord, actually. Because that is one stream I want to make sure that you are able to attend. But that actually does remind me. Stream schedule is going to be... It's going to have a slight new addition this upcoming week. Oh my gosh, Ganondorf. This is the scene where we get to see how the valley was created, guys. I think so. He is quite the goober. And he's got quite the smile in this game. Matt Mercer jump scare, by the way, for those who have never seen this cutscene. He does have... Oh, no, the valley was already there. It's just the Moldugas are just doing their thing in the valley.
Molduga are approaching our position.
It's more than we thought. It's a
Yeah, so the
swarm!
Forgotten Temple was already located, it looks like. Oh, I love those horns.
But why would they?
They're so bright. Let's go. Hadouken? I feel like Rauru definitely plays Street Fighter 2. Oh, they're becoming best friends. Yeah, Zelda's way more powerful than she realizes. Opening his third eye and then Hadouken! Oh, that is a war crime that was just committed right there. But Nintendo makes war crimes look really great. I'm not gonna lie.
So brute force
Between
will
this
not be
game,
enough.
Pikmin, half of the things that Mario ends up doing to Bowser.
The secret stone of the Sonai.
So he already knows about the secret stones too. How come the Molduga didn't disintegrate? Good question. I don't think the game is going to answer it. I don't think that I'm going to answer it either. But that is a good question. It is a good question. Anyways, updated stream schedule for next week. We're still going to do a Wednesday stream and we're still going to do the Saturday stream. That's going to be the regularly scheduled time and everything. But be on the lookout for another stream on Monday. I know that I streamed on Monday this week. Actually, let me talk about that after the ad finishes. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna head to Ganondorf. That's north of the Gerudo Desert. Pretty sure I know exactly how to get to it, too, from the tower. It's gonna be super easy. More coffee, just to make sure that we're maintaining our funky levels at proper healthy levels and whatnot. Hour and a half in, and we've got 4 memories done out of 12. I know that we've only done 3 memories, but and then from here, no, we're gonna want to still hit the tower. We'll hit the tower. Oh, see, Ganondorf right there. And I believe that I see. Okay, good. I'm glad that you are back. Were the ads that you saw cringe? I need to know. But yes, anyways, slight update to the schedule this upcoming week. Wednesday is probably going to be more Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, not going to lie. And then we are going to be doing probably more Minimum Hearts Run on Saturday. Although we might end up doing like a multi-stream thing, actually. We might start with Wobble Dogs and then do a little Minimum Hearts Run. I haven't quite decided yet. But Monday, I was thinking of actually playing a new game. I only heard about this game this past week, but have you guys ever come across one of those games where you could tell just by looking at what the gameplay is like that this is a game that I am going to put hundreds of hours into? Well, I came across a game, and I only heard about it because Northern Lion ended up streaming it. It's called Ember Ward, and the best way that I would describe it is imagine if Slay the Spire combined with Tetris and Bloons Tower Defense. It's very weird. It is a tower defense game, but in order to create the pathing for the enemies to go down in the tower defense game, you are given a randomly selected group of cards that when you play the cards, you basically have Tetris-like blocks that you can add to the map, and create a little funky maze, and then you're also able to set up towers on the blocks that you lay down. It's very complicated, but it also looks relatively simple to watch. It looks relatively simple in concept, but I could see myself just getting super wrapped up in this game, and I kind of want to try it out on Monday. So we're probably going to be doing that on Monday, and then, like I said, regularly scheduled Paper Mario Thousand Year Door on Wednesday, and then Saturday I might do a little Wobble Dogs, I might do a little Tears of the Kingdom, but like I said, Zoe, I'm going to touch base with you in Discord. McFoxerton, welcome on in. We're going to be watching a lot of cutscenes today, I'm not going to lie. We're chasing some of the memories. Matt Mercer jump scare, again, like I said. But we are going to be getting the Master Sword, and depending on how much time we have after the Master Sword, I'm not going to make any promises, but if we do have time after the Master Sword, I'm leaning towards a Lionel fight.
I will accept
Definitely
your
leaning towards a
fealty to
Lionel
the kingdom
fight.
of Hyrule. I understand that a single male is born to the Gerudo every 100 years. Receiving such an appeal from you, a hero to his people and a king by birth, well, it is truly reassuring.
So,
it is my honor.
One male every 100 years is born to the Gerudo.
First descended upon these lands long ago.
I have to wonder, are the Gerudo... This is gonna sound strange, but you're just gonna have to work with me on this. Are the Gerudo like frogs? In that they can produce offspring without a mate of the opposite sex?
Most impressive.
I feel... I mean, if the Gerudo are basically like frogs, then I like them even more. No? Okay. Okay.
All except you and your sister, that is.
Bro, he looks so menacing. How is Rauru... Gerudo female go out and travel once. Oh, that's so right. That's so right. I prefer the frog lore, though. Yeah.
Your actions today are
It's just a tribe of women that they go out, they find a partner, and then they usually return back to the Gerudo village. Dude, giving Ganondorf a katana in this game is also a major W move on Nintendo's part. They are pretty high ranked as far as like the types of lesbians out there. You're so right. Yeah.
Many dark ambitions.
The Gerudo are pretty darn wonderful like that.
Name, even that, it gives me pause.
I am well aware.
Yeah, there's just something about his glare and evil eyes and deep menacing voice and the fact that he swoops his cape in a really campy way. I don't know if I would trust this guy with political power. The children go back to the Gerudo town once they're like, yeah, that's right. And they do talk about that with the Terrytown quest line in this game. I completely forgot about that. I do think that one of the most memorable quest lines in this game is the one for Hateno Village, where you end up assisting in like a mayoral race. And you end up getting the coolest hat once all is said and done. I might end up having to grab that hat for this run through. I don't know though. I don't know. Okay, so we finished Ganondorf. Now we're heading to the North Gerudo Highlands. Where is going to be the best spot for that? Because Sonia is like right up here. Let's go ahead and head up to that tower. It's not for everybody. I like the hat, but I am also extremely extra. I am... like... In real life, I'm not always super extra. Really depends on what mood I'm in. But when it comes to video game characters, I tend to be quite extra when it comes to character creation and whatnot. See, there's Sonia right there. Too cluttered and doesn't go well with any outfit. See, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you on that one. I think that it goes well with every single outfit in this game. Oh, zero gravity. That's actually huge. And we're out of zero gravity. Okay. Just gonna head our way toward just a little bit here and there. By the way, have you guys seen the new Lego set? I know that I talked about this last time. Chances are this might just be a recurring bit on the channel where I'm like, hey, have you guys seen that new Lego set? I was all gung-ho for the Mona Lisa set because it looks really good, but the Super Mario World Lego set, it looks so good. Might as well grab this shrine. Get us a little fast travel point, and we can climb up the cliff. It's fine. But see, I originally didn't really care that much for it because it's like, oh, wow, you're taking a brick toy and you're making pixel art out of it. How very creative. But I didn't see that it was animated at first. You can literally turn a crank and then have Yoshi like run. You could turn a lever behind him and you could have his little tongue go out. And you can like wiggle Mario's cape. Honestly, it's so cool looking and I might end up doing this. One of these days, Star, one of these days. In fact, I might end up doing it as part of a subathon coming up. Either that or like as a perk for the subathon, I might end up doing like a Lego stream. I do have the Princess Peach Lego set, and that would be a nice set to do like relatively quickly while we're like streaming, because that's only like an hour and a half to 2 hour set. So just be on the lookout for it. Are we allowed to climb on these things? I think that a Lego stream would be sick too. Okay, we are allowed to climb on these things. Excellent. So we go here. We take these guys. Let's go ahead and rotate. And then now, Discord notifications are very goofy. My Discord notifications are very goofy too. They won't go off when they're supposed to. Oh, yeah, no worries. A lot of the times I also end up responding late because, like, I just have life going on, you know? Okay. We're bringing our friends with us. They're a very important part of our journey. Oh, wait, hold up. There's gotta be a way to get the chest. Okay. Yeah, I want to get the chest. I don't think it's going to be anything, like, too great or anything. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. It's going to be something real dumb. I told you! I told you! What are you supposed to do here? Yeah, no, I don't need a magic rod. I already have a magic rod. Alright. Well, let's flip around here. Grab this guy. Let's see, where is the finish line is right there. If we attach that, then it's going to be lopsided like crazy. But here's what we can do. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Then we can ascend. And that's going to give us just enough height. Excellent. We get another fun ball that we're not going to actually use. Skip. Yeah, we're now at 25. All right. But now we're really close to Sonia, who's right there, and then we'll be able to crank that memory, and then we're going to be halfway there. In the wise words of the great American philosopher John Bon Jovi. It's right here. Yep. Like me that pine cone. I feel like every time I make a John Bon Jovi reference, Star is like, what? Like the one time I made like a Great Gatsby reference in like a Poly collab stream, and you were like, oh my gosh, you just wrinkled my brain. John Bon Jovi on My Beloved? Interesting. I think that John Bon Jovi is good and everything. Like, I like listening to his music, but I like listening to his music in the, like, when I, a white person, go on a road trip, I think that John Bon Jovi hits hard. But outside of that, it's just, I don't know. You know who I've been listening to lately, though? I've been listening to so much Sabrina Carpenter lately, and I get it. Oh my gosh. She's so good. And, like, going through all of her discography, like, listening to some of her earlier work compared to some of her work that is released now, like, girl has range. And she likes incorporating little tiny calls here and there that are influences from other genres. Like, some of her older stuff, I'm like, okay, there's just the slightest... just a little tiny sprinkling of jazz in here. Oh, okay, and this is a little tiny sprinkling of funk. And it's just, it's so good. I've really been enjoying her music. I've been listening to a lot of Chappell Roan lately as well, as every member of the LGBTQ community has been doing the past 3 months. But Sabrina Carpenter just hits, man. I've been really enjoying her work. And the fact that she's able to sing as well as she does while having such a soft voice into the microphone, that takes skill and talent. Okay, I don't think that the tier is here. We're just slowly making our way around. We just need to find the filled-in tier, wherever it is located. Please, please, please goes hard. I also, like, I can't help but bob my head when I'm listening to Espresso. It's so easy to just jam to that song. It's so good. Taste in music is white dad classic rock. You and Twy. Twy loves listening to 70s and 80s rock. And I make fun of him for it, and he's like, no, that's fair and valid. You should make fun of me for it, but I'm gonna keep listening to and enjoying this music because it makes me happy. And for that, I respect him. Where, oh, where is the memory? I don't see anything that is... Oh, wait, hold up! We have Grandma over here who might be able to help us out. Her vocal control is insane. Thank you. I mean, I know that you literally teach choir, so you're able to pick up on it, but, like, the fact that she is able to be so tonally consistent with such soft breath and still sound as amazing as she does, like, I'm telling you, Sabrina Carpenter, and you will know this also if you have heard her song Thumbs. I know that, like, if you're not listening to Sabrina Carpenter, then that sounds very weird. But, like, she has a song called Thumbs. And the first time that I listened to this, I legitimately said, holy cow, this is a woman who has found a way to escape the cycle of samsara. Like, she has actually reached nirvana and is giving us a glimpse beyond the veil. She has escaped the cave and has somehow made her way back into the cave, and she's trying to tell us that these are all just projections on the wall. She's so good. She's so good. Can Can we, Hi, I would like... Somehow I want... We're not gonna get any useful information from them, huh? Yep. Hey, but the tier's right here, actually. So that was quick. That was nice. Okay, so we now have Sonia checked. So yeah, that's 6 memories down. 6 to go, and then we are gonna have to do a little bit of a shindig in the Korok Forest. I forgot that we also have to do that in order to get access to the last memory. Hopefully we have time for Lionel's today, because I want to give the people what they want, but we will see. The thing is, I do have a little bit of a restricted time frame for today because I'm actually getting together with some college friends tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. I assume that we're doing a barbecue because, I mean, it's a summer night and we got pretty nice weather. We're all getting together. We're going to have some food. Chances are I'm going to be making some sort of salad.
How I can return home. With your power over time,
I've been having so many salads lately too. It's been so good.
I might be one step closer to my era.
Easy life hack if you want to eat healthy and cheap. If you have a Costco membership, get yourself a rotisserie chicken. Get yourself the giant pack of romaine hearts. And just cut up a romaine heart into like salad size pieces. Shred part of the chicken in there. Throw in some random veggies. Throw in some like croutons and some dressing. And basically, if you're able to portion out the chicken right, you could probably have an entire week's worth of salads for the equivalent of like $10 plus toppings. It's so good. You have invaded. Welcome, little Octobean. I'm glad that you are here. I hope that you are happy, healthy, and hydrated. Not a fan of Chapo Roan or Sabrina Carpenter, but I respect their talent. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I will say this about Chapo Roan. She's definitely got kind of like an 80s aesthetic to a lot of her music. Like, she's clearly taking inspiration from Madonna, as she should. But, I mean, if you're into dad rock, then you go for it, man. No more instant noodles. I'm just going to have a plain omelet with rice. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a plain omelet with rice, though. Eggs and rice, great way to get a little bit of carbs, a little bit of protein. If you're able to season it well, I think that it could slap. Do you have soy sauce? Because that would really tie everything together.
Link. That is not a name I have heard.
Oh!
He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became
They should have made her blush ever so slightly in this cutscene.
Oh.
Maggie similar to soy sauce? Okay.
He's so very dedicated.
I could see it. Yes, Star. Yeah. I have never heard of that connection before, but you are very true for speaking that.
His heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him.
You also have a crush on him.
I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Indeed.
You like Link.
I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints.
What is that? Wait, Sonia really wants to meet Link? Man, hopefully she actually gets to meet Link. I wonder if she's going to have the opportunity to do that in literally the next cutscene. What dish in this game looks the tastiest? You know the answer to that, little Octobean. It's the Hyrule Pizza. I think they did a really good job with the Hyrule Pizza. The fact that they even included the Hyrule Pizza is kind of insane. Oh, I forgot to actually go through the depths. Let's go through the depths real quick. Let's talk that Merkay Island just a little bit. I know that I was literally teasing the next cutscene, but I forgot to do the depths. I got locked in with the memories. I keep forgetting. We should be doing side content as well. The wild berry crepe. Okay, what is the recipe for that? Because I'm gonna have to I don't think I've ever made that. I imagine that it is... It's probably wheat, milk, butter, and berry. That's what my guess is, though. Let's go ahead and... I just want to make it through that chasm. There's a chance that we're going to be cooking that before we end up doing all the memories, too, because now I need to know what this looks like. Wild berry crepe. Oh, were there Aracudas up there? I didn't even see them. Not to be rude or anything, but, like, I literally did not see them. Let's also at least activate that shrine. We don't have to actually do the shrine, but I want to do that for fast travel purposes. Wild berry crepes can be made by cooking a wild berry, fresh milk, cane sugar. Of course we need cane sugar. Google saves us again. I appreciate you Googling that for me, because I'm in the middle of playing. So I appreciate you coming in clutch with that. Okay, I know that I got wild berries. I think that I have fresh milk. If not, I at least know where to get it. Cane sugar is going to be a little bit tougher. Tabantha wheat, we can always buy. And then a bird egg. I think I have some of those. John Sao Shrine. Nice. All right, let's go. All we need to do is get like a single light root from the depths. And then we're going to teleport to the dagger. I could buy it at the Rito store, yeah. That's also a good source for a Tabantha weed, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yep, light root. Oh, there's another boss fight. Oh, there's a boss fight, guys. There's a... Oh, I have to do the boss fight, right? I have to. I can't not... Oh my gosh, okay. For those who are looking for efficiency, I'm sorry. Once again, we're gonna get distracted, but we're doing this. Okay. Plus, we also have, we have Yunobo, so it should be relatively easy. There we go. One hit already. Okay, cool. Let's go. Okay. One of my strongest memories was spending like a 3-month at a dueling peak stables in Breath of the Wild. Didn't progress in the game. I just talked to the NPCs and got horses and killed the ruined guardian that spawned every blood. Honestly, like, respect though. Okay. Just wanted to finish that animation. Okay. Ooh, check this out too. We can do this. Oh, see, look at that. Okay, but we need to hit the leg. There we go. There we go. This is like one of the easiest boss fights. It's not like Colgera easy, but it's still pretty darn easy. Yo, halfway there. Nice. Best stable in the game, S tier. The dueling piece stable is pretty good. And this is also one of those boss fights that, like, when you end up encountering this boss in the depths, I actually think it's way easier. Okay, nice. Okay. Are we gonna no-hit this? Yeah, Colgera is definitely made to be, like, really cool, but not difficult. I think we're gonna no-hit this. Damageless run? Quite possibly. Not wanting to count my chickens before they hatch, but I'm feeling relatively confident. Okay, I need you, Yunobo. Yeah, this is gonna be damageless. Yo! Let's go! We love to see it. And we're probably gonna get some crystallized charges, which is just gonna be more battery. Heck yes. All right, let's find... I gotta wonder if we fuse... Is this useful? I don't even know if that's useful. I'm so afraid of fusing, like, the Goma rocks because I feel like they would just explode and I would just die. Okay, I figured that it wouldn't be useful, but... Ooh, okay. 100 normal crystallized charges. We love to see it. We love to see it. Okay. This is probably the best bet for it. Oh, no, we don't want to stamp. We just want to travel. Yeah, but, okay, but here's the thing. I don't really use the magic rods that often, so what we do have is we do have a very explosive bomb that I could just chuck at things. Yeah, each dungeon depths boss defeated for the first time, 100 crystallized charges. Yeah, I feel like I already knew that, but, like, it's still a pleasant thing to come across, you know? I think I named 2 of my horses after my favorite cup. Oh, that's so cute, actually. Is this a boss fight right here? It looks like a boss fight. Do we want to do it? Have I already been here? Okay, I have already been here. I probably... this is probably a place that I went to when I was grinding off stream. Then max bond with, both without apples. Oh, yeah, apples are definitely the way to go if you want to, like, bond. The horsey loves the apple. Oh, okay, there is also a boss fight right here. Okay, hold up. No. Okay, I want to test something out, and in order to test it out, we're gonna have to hit a save. All right. Yeah, funky mode has been activated. Welcome on in, Chloe. Okay, is this going to work out to our advantage? Okay, it didn't explode, actually. It didn't explode. Nice. Alexander's a good name for a horse. Just riding them, but just like Minecraft, I didn't use them as I can't let them die. Yeah, I mean, there is the horse god that you can pray to if you're worried about your horses dying and everything. But one thing that I don't like about the horses is that they're way more difficult to control compared with, well, Zonite devices. Alexander Horsington. I feel like Alexander Horsington III is a name that would absolutely go hard for a horse. Oh, yeah. No, that's definitely a thing that you should check out. Like, you can Google it, but chances are if you end up just exploring the world, eventually you'll come across it. Oh, you found it afterwards. Okay. Okay, well, we want to... Oh, there's a chest there. Yeah, I think that we're going to want to do this. Let's hit a save. We're going to sneak in a boss fight. That's a tier 3. I can handle a tier 3. We're going to do this first try. I just like to find where the heart is located. We can do this. Check it out. Oh! I have not seen that attack before. Whee! Run away, see? See, I can handle it. We're just moving. There we go. Nice, nice. Okay. We want our heaviest hitter. The Flux Core Pounder is probably going to be the best bet, but we're just going to throw this one because that's going to do a lot of damage. Flux 2 Core Pounder. Yeah. Okay. Well, that didn't do a lot of damage, but that's all right. We're just taking these cubes off a little bit by a little bit. Run. Okay. Because if you take off enough cubes, even if you don't take off the heart... Oh, that was the heart, though. Let's go. Okay. Nice. Killing wizards is the best way to get money if you break the gem weapon they drop. Okay. Okay. We reverse this guy. If you guys could help, like, my trusted companions, that would be awesome. Soldier 3 Reaper, we don't really need that. Oh, no! Okay. Easy game, easy game. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. There we go, easy game. What did I tell you? Easy game. Excellent. So, I don't know if we have a weapon that we can fuse to that. A sage's will? Let's go. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Nice. We have nothing to fuse it with. We have nothing. Yes, Persona reference. Honestly, I used Spring and then 5-shot Savage Lionel Bow. True. 5-shot Savage Lionel Bow with Gibdo Bones is how we're going to be doing the final boss in this run through, by the way. There's no helping the Sans. Yeah, yeah. Blue Lysel Blade. Like, we literally do not have a weapon for this. So I think that we're going to have to use a shield. We do not have a shield for this. How are we this low on shields? Guys, I don't think there's anything we can do to take this with us. We can't take it with us. We just have to leave it behind. That's so sad. I do not have the Hylian shield. I don't even have the Hylian shield in my original playthrough of this game. I still don't know where it's located. I wanted to come across it naturally rather than Googling it, and I never ended up finding its location. I should get the Hylian shield. You're right about that. But alternatively, I could just do things the natural way, you know? One of these days I'm going to get it. Okay, the tier is right there. It's at the hilt of the dagger. Nope. Not even in my base playthrough. We are going to have to fight a few Gleeoks in the Minimum Hearts run eventually. But to be honest, I'm scared. I'm a little bit scared. It's going to be a little bit easier once we get the Master Sword and fight a few Lynels. We're also going to have to get the Majora's Mask at some point. I'm just a little bit terrified, and I'm trying to mentally prepare myself. I'm trying to level up my armor as much as I can before we end up doing those fights, though. If you're at full health and get hit... If you're at full health and get hit, you won't ever die. That's what I was thinking. That's what I thought. But there were a few things that did one-shot me, even when I did have full health. I think that's just the magic of Minimum Hearts runs, though. I do not want to know where the Hylian shield is, actually. I'd rather come across that naturally. But thank you. You will survive with a quarter of a heart unless it's... Yeah. That's another thing that I'm worried about, especially for the final boss in this run-through. Okay, dagger. Boom. Okay. That is now checked.
All right, Zelda. We are alone as you requested.
Hopefully you'll be able to meet Link, Sonia, just like you said in the last cutscene.
You are far too trusting.
See, but you underestimate my ability to worry about things, though. I'm so good at worrying.
I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing. That is quite out of character for the Zelda I know. But then you are a puppet of Ganondorf.
Among Us reference?
Did you really think we hadn't realized your deceit?
Are they gonna say the funny Among Us word? I don't think they're gonna say the Among Us word. I was hoping they would say imposter, but... No, an ad break now? No! Why the heck are you Gaster... Gaster Blasters randomized on some attacks? That's for the Sands boss fight, I assume. Max hearts hit 1 and eating apples? What? Well, that's so unfortunate. Ganondorf.
Your Majesty! Queen Sonia! Oh no! Queen Sonia!
Look at those pearly whites. There's that smile, yes. Oh, beautiful. Well, welcome back from the ad break, everybody. I'm sorry that you missed that entire memory, but trust me when I say that Sonia definitely is fine, and nothing bad actually happened to her. Okay, Calamity. Now, let's go ahead and head to the Hebra region. The memory's gonna be right... It's gonna be right here. Right here. Why? Do I have a shrine? I don't know. We're gonna want to put on some nice cozy. You didn't get ad breaked? Oh, well, I'm glad. It, the little icon told me that an ad break ended up happening. But I'm glad that you were not affected. I'm glad you didn't have to stomach through another Subway commercial. Cheese the boss by letting my max hearts hit 1 and eating apples as I could not beat the counter flurry rush. The counter flurry rush is definitely tough. Just in case, we're going to do that as well. Oh, you didn't get an ad either? Okay. Maybe Twitch is just being silly. I don't know. Twitch has been known to be silly, though. Broken hearts don't break the one-hit rule. Oh, I'm putting the pieces together now. The neurons are rubbing together in my brain. I am going to try to do all the temples before the final boss because, like, I there's gotta be a way for me to cheese the Spirit Temple. For those who don't know, in order to access the Spirit Temple, which is the secret 5th temple in the game, spoilers, I guess, you need to open a door that requires that you have 10 hearts in order to open the door. I am hoping that there is a way for us to access that does not involve us going through the door, because I don't want to have to deal with that really annoying boss fight right before we end up having to tackle Ganondorf. Where's the tier on this bad boy? There's so many tiers. Okay, the one that's filled in is right here. You can glitch through the wall. Okay, I'm gonna have to practice that then. I appreciate you just knowing that off the top of the dome. That's going to be useful. I'm going to have to look up that strat. That is one thing that I'm definitely going to have to Google for this run through just because of, you know, minimum hard circumstances. It is updated. It is updated. Hopefully it still works. If not, then I'm just going to be SOL. How can you glitch through the wall? I know that it involves jumping on shields. Like holding a shield and jumping through. It's probably very similar to the clips that you end up making into the shrines for speedrunning in Breath of the Wild.
Finally, it is mine.
Look, Ganondorf's just really into geology, okay? He likes collecting rocks. I feel like Ganondorf's misunderstood. He wanted a rock, you know? I know. I feel like Nintendo should... If the community finds a glitch that makes speedruns better, Nintendo should just give that to us, you know?
I can feel my strength surging.
Oh, boy. Or makes the games more fun. Yeah, if it, like, fundamentally breaks the game and makes it so that you can't beat it, obviously patch those out. Oh, he's grunting. Me when Taco Bell removes one of my favorite items and says, oh no, it was actually seasonal this whole time. Give us a way to play older versions. That is one thing that I will give to Minecraft. All right? Mojang, as developers, I can understand the frustration that people have, especially with the Minecraft updates. If you're gonna give us 3 options to choose from and all of them are good, or at least halfway decent, just give them all to us. But I will say this for Mojang and Minecraft, they allow you to play older versions, and I wish that Nintendo would do that. Guys, after one Red Bull, that's so true. Oh boy, it's all of our friends. The hydrate is real, yes. How it genuinely feels to drink some Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Yeah. Ganondorf was like, oh, I'm gonna collect a rock and then instantly make thousands of friends.
Sonia!
Which coincidentally is also the marketing phrase that is commonly said for geology departments all across the country.
Do you now see
Me when I drink gamer subs using code. No, I'm not sponsored by them just yet.
She's merely the first victim of your
We're the...
arrogance.
Well, here's the thing, Little Octobean, and by the way, spoilers. I think that the Light Dragon was in Breath of the Wild. It was just way too high up for us to notice. We didn't really have much in Breath of the Wild that allowed us to get super high up in the air. There's a chance that the Light Dragon was always there. We just couldn't see it. Also a potential possibility, yeah. Also, what's Ganondorf's conditioner regimen like? Still hasn't opened it? Seriously, Chloe? It's such a good game. I understand the thing about being an adult and being very busy, though. One of the reasons why I'm streaming more often right now is because I'm on summer break and I have the opportunity to do so. But, like, during the school year, especially when I start pursuing a master's degree, which is going to be probably starting around January or so, I'm going to be so busy. Chances are I might not be posting as often to Instagram and TikTok and whatnot, but I'll still be doing my darndest. Claims he'll open it when he beats Breath of the Wild. Is he trying to 100% Breath of the Wild? Ooh, what type of sweater is it, Zoe? Is it really comfy? What color is it? I need to know. Oh, okay. All right, respect. Hasn't been playing Breath of the Wild. Look, I am also very guilty of buying games and not playing them because I keep playing the same old games again. And now that I've gotten back into Slay the Spire, oh my gosh, it's going to be so rough. Like, I'm trying to slowly but surely make my way through Elden Ring, and once I get engrossed in Elden Ring, I can really focus on it. But, ugh. Slay the Spire, man. It's an addiction. It's rough. Don't 100% brother. I know. The Korok hunting is just, oh, it's too much. Really soft on the inside? Nice. One of these days, I need to get, like, a full-blown wool sweater. Those could be so comfy, especially in wintertime. Doesn't have the time. He has 40 hours on Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword's a good game, though, especially Skyward Sword HD on the Switch. Dark blue, nice. Okay, so this is icy. What we're gonna have to do to get this shrine is we're gonna have to go on this block and reverse it. Do it, yes. I mean, it is very hot where I am in the world, so the thought of wearing a sweater, like, actually kind of disgusts me. But I do love sweaters. Okay, there's no island to get to, so we're just gonna plop right down. You sold the game to your dad? Oh my gosh, we still have to do the crepe as well. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, where's our next memory, though? We need to head to the tier, which is northeast of Hateno Village. Northeast of Hateno Village. We're gonna look for something that is shaped like a tier, guys. Oh, hoodie. That's okay. If English is not your first language, like, I would totally get those mixed up. Yeah. Yeah, sweaters are usually, like, knit with yarn and whatnot. There is a little tiny shrine right over there, but we're going to skip that. We're heading straight to the memories. I'll one-up you, actually, there, Chloe. So, we call it a sweater because when you wear it, sometimes you can sweat a little bit. It's very cozy, you know? But it's still nice. Why do Brits call it a jumper? Best jumpers are made by grandmas, absolutely. I've never understood why it's called a jumper, though. Could you please explain to me? Like, I'm the type of person that when I eat breakfast, I want it to be something that tastes good instead of beans on toast. So if you could just, like, educate me on why it's called a jumper. You sent it. Excellent. I think that Discord is on the wrong monitor, so I promise I will check on the things in Discord that you guys sent, probably once we're done with stream. Yeah, I recently tried beans on toast and this summer because I was like, it can't be like, obviously it's a huge thing. Obviously people enjoy it. Maybe I need to give this an honest go. And then I had it and I was like, dear God, why? It's mushy. It doesn't taste that great. It's just, oh. Sweater sounds horrid. I sweat. Okay, understandable. Nothing to do with the verb jump. Oh my goodness. Wait. Did you Google that, little Octobean? I gotta read this. Okay, derived from the noun jump, which means a short coat. Jump, which means a short coat, or tunic, Arabic jupa. And, okay, jupe in Old French. Okay, but a jupe, yeah, okay. Widely used as a sailor's garment. Sweater is derived from Old English sweaten, which could mean to sweat or work hard. Okay. Beans on toast isn't a breakfast thing. It's a lunch thing? You make when you're too lazy. What? I use, like, the baked beans, man. No, but the thing is, like, the baked beans, they make the toast mushy. I like my toast to have a little bit of structure to it, but if the toast is absorbing too much of the bean tomato juice, then the toast loses its texture and then it just becomes sludge. What brand of baked beans? I'm pretty sure it was Heinz. It was baked beans that was like in a giant Cambro that was in like it was at a hotel that I was staying at this summer. And they had like the different sections of the breakfast bar. They had obviously pancakes for the Americans, or flapjacks if you want to call them that. They had like scrambled eggs and bacon to make the Americans happy, but then they also had a toast station and they had a giant tray of beans. And I was like, okay, you know what? Just this once, I'm going to try it. And it's not good. It's not tasty. Toast is better crunchy, absolutely. Toast with a little bit of butter and jam, fantastic. I do like avocado toast. Avocado toast is delicious.
I understand.
Protein complementation, that's why it's a food. Yeah.
Our only hope is for me to defeat the
People should feel bad for putting beans on toast? I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. Soft toast goes... Soft toast goes hard? What are you talking about? Soft toast is literally bread.
But you are not alone.
Why would you bother toasting it if you're just going to have it soft?
You have the Gerudo.
Why go the extra step?
And Rito leaders as well.
I like a golden toast.
And of course.
But I like it to have a crispy texture. Soft toast. Assuming you know what protein complementation is. Is it like,
There's something I'd like to
is it like when the amino acids like combine between two different foods in order to form a quote-unquote complete protein? I don't mean to call her out, Star, but, a beans on toast enjoyer said that soft toast goes hard. Soft, I know! But your what is barely working? Chloe, did you fall on your keyboard? Are you doing okay? Is soft toast like lightly seared tuna? Okay, but I love lightly seared tuna because tuna is delicious raw. And if you could sear just the outside of it, just to get a little bit of a sear, you get the best of both worlds. You get the raw tuna on the inside, but you still get a nice sear on the outside. That both dishes don't have all the ones we need to live, but combined they do. Yeah, like beans and rice. Beans and rice goes hard, too. If it's properly seasoned, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just democracy is going to prevail in this instance. And... oh, with this memory, we're actually kind of getting a spoiler into the Sage of Lightning. Whoops.
We all, gathered here, swear on our lives to serve Raru, the King of Light.
The King of Light. Oh my gosh. What a title. Well, I mean, I guess the Demon King is the King of Darkness, so that makes sense. Okay, we've got 2 more memories that we have to do. We got to do Egg Boy and we got to do Master Sword. And then we have to do the quest line in the Korok Forest. So this is taking a little bit longer than anticipated, but to be fair, I keep getting distracted, and that's 100% on me. Egg Boy is west of the Dragon River in Farron. So Egg Boy is going to be right around here. We're going to use this tower to get to it. I'm wondering how Sonia's first date went with it. Yeah, that's interesting. You show up. I wonder if it was like a blind date or something. It's like, oh my gosh, Sonia, there's this cute guy at work. He's got the biggest ears. Oh my gosh. I know that sounds really strange, but trust me, this guy's ears, when you're going to see them, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. I could fit an entire corn on the cob in those suckers. That's incredible. And get this, he's also the king of light. How wild is that? And Sonia's going to be like, I think that you maybe should have led with the king of light thing. Feel like that's a little bit more what you want to go for. Okay, it's going to be right around here. I'm just going to guess, and I'm going to put the red... Oh, it's right there. Oh, I'm so silly. I don't even need this sucker. It's on the other side of Lake Hylia, though. That's going to be tough to get, though. You're also contributing to this distraction with the crepe. You're so right. Yeah. He only became the King of Light after he became the king, and Sonia became the Queen of Hyrule. But who actually... I imagine that he was the inheritor of the throne, and Sonia married into them. Married into the position. Oh, we're avoiding the Aracudas. Excuse me. Thank you. I don't want to deal with that right now. We're going to make our way to this island. Chances are there's something in the chest for us, if we haven't gotten it already. I have gotten the Korok on the roof, though, so... Wait a minute. Oh, no, this was a shrine. I already did the shrine, though. I might have done the shrine off-stream. He was the first king of Hyrule, so why Zelda does not look at him make... Yeah, well, I mean, maybe part of it is also, as Obi-Wan Kenobi said, maybe the archives are incomplete. She probably knew about Rauru, the king of Hyrule, but didn't know exactly what he looked like. I mean, the best that we have to go off of is, like, literally relief sculptures on the caves of Hyrule, which aren't exactly high definition, I gotta say. He did found the dynasty, yeah. But unless there are, like, paintings of the guy, if the best that you have to go off of is, like, a relief sculpture that is made in a very distinctive art style, maybe to Zelda, she's just like, oh, man, a Zonai. What big ears you have. 240p. Is my bitrate silly? Is my bitrate being silly right now? It looks relatively stable on my end, so... Hopefully it looks okay for you guys. Every Hylian has big and pointy ears. Yeah, but the Zonai got real big pointy ears. Like, the workers at Claire's are looking at their ears and they're like, oh my gosh, I could fit 20 piercings on those. Okay, good. Oh, some of the texture. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of coffee. This is so bad. Buy 10, get 1 free. I mean, if you had Zonai ears and you had buy 10, like, if you're filling out a punch card, I'm just saying, the Zonai, really popular at Claire's. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at, holy cow. Just, oh, sorry, he's mourning the loss of his wife. I should maybe, like, give him some space and not comment on his ear piercings. Oh, no.
Oh, Zelda.
Oh, Zelda's sad.
Rauru, before you face the Demon King tomorrow, there is something I must tell you.
But I'm only going to tell you this late in the story and not earlier.
I came to this era
when you
to find a
invited
man
him
underground.
or imposter Zelda into the castle.
Go on.
When I witnessed what the Secret Stone did to Ganondorf, at that moment, I knew for sure what we found underground.
Yeah, Zelda really should have told Rauru this information like literally 5 cutscenes ago.
He continues to live on, all the way until my time.
I don't know what took her so long.
In tomorrow's battle,
I feel like she would be smarter than that, but maybe part of this is also like she's just still absorbing this world.
he'll survive.
Well, I think that he literally...
And you will.
I don't know if it's mentioned in this game, but it was mentioned in Ocarina of Time.
Maybe so.
When you end up going to the spirit realm.
Duty to try.
His nails, right?
It was my hubris that set us on this path.
I mean, the fact that Rauru has ear jewelry, he paints his nails, and he also has abs that could be used as a washboard. Like, Nintendo knew what they were doing with this character.
It is my duty to safeguard and protect my people, even if I must risk my life.
And my last sip of coffee is done.
Rauru.
His hair! Oh my gosh. Again, the conditioner, the volume.
We rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense.
Open the gates!
Oh my goodness! Super Nintendo, thank you so much for the raid, and welcome on in, Raiders! Hello, we've been hit by the Raider bill, you're so right. Well, welcome on in, everybody. I'm glad that you are here. My name is Wobble Dude. I am a variety, but predominantly Nintendo and indie game streamer. We like to keep things wholesome here. We are a family-friendly channel, but we're all here for just wholesome vibes, and especially talking about food. We talk about food a lot.
I'm here.
But I'm glad that you guys are here. Welcome on in. We are wrapping up some of the last memories for Tears of the Kingdom, and then we're going to grab the Master Sword later. What does Urbosa use? Oh, for conditioner? I don't know. Looking forward to starting this game soon. Oh my gosh. Oh, you haven't played this game yet. Well, I do have to warn you, we are doing some very heavy story stuff today, and we're gonna be like doing some major spoilers. Spoilers are fine? Okay. All right. I was worried about that because I don't want to like spoil this game for you, but I'm glad that you're here, and thank you so much for the raid. You'll need all the help you can get. Okay. All right. Well, we are doing the very last memory that we need to do before acquiring the Master Sword. Oh my goodness! A snack! Thank you, Twilight Mom. What snack are we going to enjoy today? You get to choose. I'm not gonna lie. I've got some extra toasty Cheez-Its in my pantry right now. And I feel like that would hit really hard, and I'm gonna have to get some after stream. Only started playing Zelda games in the last couple of years. Oh, really? You know, the first Zelda game that I played was Breath of the Wild when I first got the Switch. When I first started playing Breath of the Wild, I didn't really get too into it. It didn't quite click with me. It wasn't until I said, okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna force myself like 4 or 5 hours of this, and hopefully it clicks by then. And thankfully it did. Because Breath of the Wild ended up becoming one of my favorite games of all time. And this game is basically tied with Breath of the Wild. I cannot put one above the other. I just can't. Tears of the Kingdom does so many things so well compared with Breath of the Wild. But Breath of the Wild just... it's always going to have a very special place in my heart for the things that it also does, I think, better than Tears of the Kingdom, like being more like tonally and mechanically consistent. Cheese for the new arrivals. Yes. Oh, everybody gets to have some cheese. You get to choose what type of cheese you want, guys. Also, we're being very generous here. So if you want some Parmesan, you want some Gouda, you want some Brie, if you really want to go fancy with it and have some Gorgonzola, I'm not going to stop you. Lore video, which are really easy to watch and super easy. Yes, there is that, yeah. You played the OG one on the NES back in the day. That's a classic. But the first one I really took seriously was Wind Waker HD.
Managed to restrain him somehow.
I have never played Wind Waker HD, but if Nintendo were to be really super cool and port them to Switch, then that is what I would do in a heartbeat.
But Link...
Are you interested at all in the new Zelda game that's coming out in, I think it's October, but it might be September, the Echoes of Wisdom? It's a 2D game where you can actually play as Zelda. I'm really excited for that game, personally. Triforce Heroes until the server... Oh! I've heard good things about that game. It's actually a Zelda game, not the Link game. You're playing through Link's Awakening on the Switch. That's a good game. I really like Link's Awakening. Part of me has thought about, like, doing a series on this channel where I do Link's Awakening in preparation for Echoes of Wisdom. But with all the other games that I'm already playing, I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze it in. Like, I'm still only at Chapter 3 in Thousand Year Door. So we're slowly making some progress there. Oh, Tears of the Kingdom is so good. Again, like, this is probably the single biggest spoiler in the game. I know you said spoilers are fine, but I just have to warn you again. Oh, boy. So this is the Master Sword.
Who is the Master Sword?
Oh, she's crying for help. She's hit the life alert button. She's fallen and she can't get up.
Safe? You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Zelda commits piracy. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Let's give Zelda the Ultra Hand and other abilities from Tears of the Kingdom, and let's make a 2D game out of it. It looks so good.
I know why I am here.
Guys, every time I watch this cutscene, I tear up. It's
something only I can do.
Oh, God.
We will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
This is, again, a disclaimer. Do not eat rocks. Rocks are bad for you.
Forever changed.
But she knows that she has to do it for the sake of the kingdom. Rocks do hurt your teeth. Yeah. Yeah, my dentist was really unhappy with me because I was just eating rocks all the time. And then she said, no, don't eat rocks. And I was like, okay, all right. Guess we're not allowed to have fun anymore. But yeah, I guess I'll stop eating rocks. You need your minerals, yeah. like the goats, the cliff climbing goats who will like go to extreme lengths just to lick salt off of all of the rocks. That's a really obscure meme reference, but yeah. Gonna lurk for a bit. No worries. Yeah, and take care of your post-stream stuff. Absolutely, Super Nintendo. Take care of yourself. Take care of food. Your relaxation and personal health will always come first. But I appreciate the lurk. I would download a table. I totally would download a table. In the age of 3D printing, you're telling me that I shouldn't download a table? Okay, from here, we're gonna want to head to... It's that location. Take the tower. Easy. Okay. we should have the stamina necessary to actually do this part. You wouldn't... No, but in this game, you literally can download a bokoblin. I don't know if you've seen the quest lines that you could do in... Whatchamacallit? the Terrytown quest line. Okay, can we actually land on the Light Dragon now? I kind of want to land on the Light Dragon before we end up doing the memory. See what we can do. Because the Light Dragon is the way that you end up upgrading the Champion's Tunic. We might have that. Do we even have that? Yes, we do. Restart your tone 5 times? Oh my gosh. That is rough. But I'm glad that you are back. I might need you to repost the recipe, yeah. But once we get to that point, for now, I'm just like, I'm seeing what we can do for the Light Dragon. Hopefully we'll be able to get like a shard real quick. Can we grab this before we end up doing the memory? I mean, let me grab one of these real quick. Okay, Light Dragon skill. Yeah, okay. We'll be back, Zelda. Don't you worry. Don't worry. I know, but I feel like we should do the memory. Masked swords trip. Yeah, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so sparkly. How did you have hard, crunchy toast that turns soft when exposed to beans? That's not hard and crunchy if it gets soft that easily. I mean, maybe I needed to toast it more, but, like, the problem is if you toast it too much, that it maintains its, like, structural integrity, even with, like, wet beans on it, then you end up burning the toast. We toast the soft toast because we don't want cold bread. I mean... But then at that point, you're just reheating the bread. You're not even getting, like... I don't know. Beans on toast discourse is, like, something that I'm willing to get into. I can't do it. I can't do it. I really want to give it a fair shot. But it's so difficult taking it as a breakfast or even as a lunch food seriously when there are so many more just tasty options. At least where I'm coming from. Like, baked beans are fine, but if I'm going to be having baked beans, I'd rather have, like, the Southern barbecue American-style baked beans that are made with, like, ketchup and brown sugar and bacon and mustard and stuff, and I feel like those baked beans taste way better than the Hyde's baked beans. That is me speaking as an American, as somebody who has a country's flag on our moon. That's just where I'm coming from. Got that fluff to the center while still having the crust be crunchier than the bread. Have you ever sent a guardian to the underworld? By underworld, do you mean the depths? Because there aren't guardians in this game. I've sent bad guys down into the depths. They don't make it all the way. Because when you end up... when you end up hitting enemies down into the gap, like, there is a hidden load screen in the chasm, and they don't make it past that load screen barrier.
The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power.
You know, okay, here's one thing that I actually ended up doing this morning when we're talking about toast. I had a really good breakfast sandwich this morning.
You have a sacred power.
And I'll continue to talk about it. If you guys want to watch the cutscene, then feel free. If you'd rather focus on the cutscene, then feel free to interrupt me. But I ended up taking 2 pieces of brioche bread, and I toasted only one side of them. And the reason I only toasted one side of them with butter in a pan is I ended up, like, putting the toasted side on the inside of the breakfast sandwich with some egg and cheese, so that the outside of the sandwich was still soft. You could bite into the sandwich. It's super soft and pillowy, so you don't have toast that's scraping the top of your mouth, but you still get the texture of the crunch, because that texture is so important to me. Country's flag is on the moon, and whose country's flag is on half of the other country's flag. I respectfully... I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. If you stasis a deactivated guardian stalker, it falls through the ground. Oh! No, I haven't done that. I have not done that yet. There's a lot of chicanery that you could do with Breath of the Wild that I simply have not been able to do yet. Don't eat rocks, kids!
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
We landed on the moon, bro. We landed on the moon, plus we owned half of the Earth at one point. Yeah. And now there's a reason that half of the Earth ends up having a independence from Great Britain holiday. Oh? Always getting dork. This is what eating grape nuts feels like, by the way. This is why you should never have grape nuts. It's a terrible cereal. I like how the emojis aren't coming through. We're just getting GB, GB, GB. I do think that it is rather silly that Great Britain, like, just culturally, took over half of the planet, got exposed to all of these different amazing cultures, learned so much about, like, how other people end up living their lives, and still insist that fish and chips is, like, peak cuisine. Fish and chips is delicious, I'm not gonna lie, but, I mean, peak cuisine? So many other wonderful dishes out there, you know? And by the way, anytime that I make fun of Great Britain, Chloe, I give you full permission to make fun of Americans. Straight up. Americans are so easy to make fun of, too. We make it, like, we do our part to make it so that when the world makes fun of us, we want to make sure that everybody else is on easy mode. That is how much we care about other people in the world. I'm going to have to repeat this exact line, huh? Because Chloe's in an ad. And beans on toast. I know. Like, we live in America where we have biscuits and gravy. And, oh my gosh, that's such a good breakfast. It's very heavy, and it is the only thing that you're going to want to eat for, like, straight up 6 hours afterwards. But I do like me some biscuits and gravy. Or you put Cryonis block under a guard. Oh, I have seen that. Master cycle inner bullet time you exit. After a second or two, it gets... Yep, flung miles. Yeah, I still haven't tried that, though. So, I hope that you're back, Chloe. What I was saying was anytime that I make fun of British culture, I give you full permission to make fun of American culture. I know that that is pretty easy because we make it really easy for people to make fun of us. But to be fair, I also think that Britain makes it really easy to make fun of them as well. Fish and chips is the GOAT. You're just wrong because you're getting it from massive billion-dollar corporate. No, I'm not! The chill old ladies down the street. I have made my own fish and chips, sir. Sorry, ma'am. I'm so used to saying... sir, when, like, confronting people in chat. I am so sorry. Government of UK. We're not going to get involved in politics. If we get involved in politics, then that's going to be way too easy for me to make fun of the British. But, no, I literally have made my own fish and chips, and they are very good. I'm just saying, though, there are so many, like, more flavorful dishes out there. If you make your own fish and chips and you have your own spice blend and everything, then you can do that. I know, exactly. So we're gonna, like, first of all, I don't really do politics on this channel. Like, the extent to which I do politics on this channel is I say, hey, maybe you should be nice to people and let people live their lives. That is the extent to which I get political on the channel. So we're leaving Parliament out of it, we're leaving parliamentary elections, and we're leaving the American presidential election out of it. But, no, like, I do like fish and chips. It's just, it's not even in my top 10 favorite foods. Like, top 10 favorite foods are probably pizza, burger. Those are two different things, by the way. Pizza, burger. I gotta go with a Cubano sandwich. All right. Chicken strips. I do love chicken strips. And like fried chicken in general. We could do fried chicken. Let's see. Carrot cake. Carrot cake's really high up. Oh my gosh, tacos. Of course, tacos. Easily my #1 favorite food. Nothing's more American than tacos. Please do not cancel me, Chloe. Anytime that I get confrontational, like, you should know this by now. Anytime that I get confrontational with, like, I will call non-gendered things in games sir. Like, I will call a Korok a sir if they're being very annoying. Have I had to clarify? Yes. No, there is, like, literally, there are people who make quote-unquote pizza burgers where it is a burger that is topped, instead of, like, cheddar or American cheese or, like, a Munster or a Swiss, it's topped with mozzarella cheese and tomato sauce. Maybe throw on some pepperoni on there. It's gross. I love carrot cake. See, that is something that we can agree on. Carrot cake is absolutely delicious. You can call me disgusting for having American cheese, but I think that American cheese is one of the best cheeses to have on a cheeseburger because it is made with sodium citrate, which allows it to melt without breaking. It doesn't get too greasy. Yeah. Feel free to disagree with me on that. I know that that is not a super popular opinion. And I won't always do American cheese on, like, a cheeseburger or on a breakfast sandwich. But, I mean, it does hit. It hits hard. Okay, but am I lying, though? You can make fun of me for being right, but, like, why would you make fun of me for being correct? That's the science of how it works. I'm just saying. Burritos are also really high up there. Wet dog food? First of all, Chloe, A, how do you know that? And second of all, what type of wet dog food do they have across the pond that tastes like American cheese? Oh man, I'm wearing a stupid outfit. Exactly. Like, what? Wet dog food has a strong... I know. It has a strong smell. Also very much depends on what type of wet dog food you're coming across. I mean, I get that, and I appreciate you not using those words in the family-friendly channel. No, it tastes like a pasteurized cheese product. It tastes exactly how it is advertised. And the thing that's really upsetting about all of this is that, like, literally we have spent all stream getting to this point where I would be able to pull the Master Sword out, and the thing that we were talking about was wet dog food. That is... Oh.
The Master Sword.
Why?
Sword. She is to destroying the Demon King.
That cutscene goes so hard, too.
A long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King...
I do also really like the narrative through line that is in a lot of Zelda games, that the Master Sword itself is a character. There is a spirit that is imbued within it, and it has a personality. They really hit that home with Skyward Sword as well. Massive difference between Kraft American cheese and other brands. You know what? That is true. Like, Kraft American cheese is definitely the way to go. If you are getting a store brand American cheese, or if you're getting a like off-brand American cheese, then it's gonna taste worse than the Kraft American cheese. You gotta do, like, just as you would say that you want to have the Heinz baked beans for beans on toast, you need to have Kraft American cheese whenever you use American cheese. If Zelda dropped the tears as soon as she turned into a dragon, why are they not in Breath of the Wild? Because presumably, I'm not an expert in time travel narratives, but I think what ends up happening is this is technically an alternate timeline, because when Zelda goes back in time to affect the future, that ends up creating an alternate timeline from Breath of the Wild, even though it's still a continuation. You're going to make this a clip and just title it Wobble Dude Gets the Master Sword or something. Look, I might. I've already had several moments that I am probably going to clip. Oh, Temple of Time. Okay. Is this like the first... Yeah, so what I think ended up happening is Breath of the Wild happened. 6 years passed. All right. Oh, actually, no, here's what I think happened. And this might actually explain some of the story inconsistencies between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where I might need to Microsoft Paint this, actually. Let me pull up MS Paint and see if I can explain it for you guys. Let me also get Discord on this MS Paint. Yeah, Paint. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna Microsoft Paint this. Let me go ahead and fill this in with black. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a window source, a game capture. Here we go. Let's do MS Paint. Okay. Just give me a little bit. I'm gonna have to explain this. Capture a specific window. We're gonna do paint. Okay, cool. Why is it not showing up? MS Paint. Hello? Hello? Why is it not showing up? Capture a specific window. Properties? What's going on here? I need to do this. Like, the nerdy part of my brain is... You have been such an amazing distraction, little Octavine. You have done wonders to the adding stream time to today's stream. Why is it not showing up? I gotta do brushes. Okay. Yeah, for some reason it's not showing up for you guys. Oh, wait, hold up. What if I put it down here? Or down here? No? Weird. Okay. Let me try one last time. Don't save. Okay. MS Paint. Okay. And get rid of this. I'm going to remove it. Yes. And then we're going to try to do it one more time. Oh, wait. Window capture. Let's try that. No, let's do add existing. And then... oh, look at that! Oh my gosh, let's go gamers. Okay. So here's... Sorry for the white. We're just going to go ahead and... No, paint... We're going to do a few things. Okay. Want to make sure that this is spick and span and everything. Okay. It is paint time. Let's go. Okay. So, here's how the timeline works, right? Or here's how a timeline would normally work. You got color 2. Come on. There we go. Okay. So here's time. Here's the past. Here is the future. Here we are at the present. All right. So let's say that Breath of the Wild starts here. Okay. So, yeah, I know. Okay, listen. It's really bad in terms of in terms of my handwriting, but you're just going to have to go with me. Okay, so Breath of the Wild, let's say that it starts here, and we know that Breath of the Wild, like, takes place at the end of the timeline of, like, most of the Zelda universe. I appreciate your sarcasm, Star. Okay, so Breath of the Wild, like, continues, all right? And then Calamity Ganon, boom, gets Regina Georged right here. So then 6 years pass, all right? We're still continuing on the same timeline. But then Tears of the Kingdom happens, all right? This is where Tears of the Kingdom begins, all right? The Zelda goes all the way back in time, ends up doing some wacky shenanigans, all right? So what ends up happening is Zelda has been continuing, like, living her life throughout all of this. Like, Zelda's life has basically led up to that point, but then Zelda goes in the past. So Zelda's present is now 10,000 years ago, okay? Link, on the other hand, continues through this. So Link's reality is continuing, and as far as Link is perceiving, it's continuing on this timeline. But because Zelda goes back in time and creates a bunch of wacky shenanigans, what that does is that ends up creating a separate timeline. Because Zelda is influenced by the actions that she ended up doing. So now, Tears of the Kingdom's new starting point is right here. Okay? Link continues through here, and realistically, there's a lot of NPCs that really should recognize Link, but don't recognize Link. And probably the reason why is because Zelda, going back in time, ended up creating an alternate timeline. In this alternate timeline, Link might not have interacted with the exact same NPCs that he did in Breath of the Wild, but now this is a timeline that has all of the geoglyphs and all of the dragon's tears and everything. Since when did we go into the whiteboard? Oh, yeah, no, we're explaining the Zelda timeline right now, Zoe. Yeah. No, this is, yeah, Zelda committed tomfoolery. Yeah. No, this is, like, my general idea, and chances are things did not work exactly like this. I mean, we're going to have to rely on a lot of the Zelda lore team on YouTube in order to properly explain this, but I do believe that Zelda traveling back in time, creating lots of chicanery and tomfoolery, ends up creating an alternate timeline. So even though Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, like, Tears of the Kingdom is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, it also takes place in another timeline. Look, it does make as much sense as taxes. You are right about that. Okay. That's all I wanted to talk about. Okay. That's my theory. I know that we spent literally 5 minutes trying to navigate through that with MS Paint and everything, but now we have the Master Sword, which is what we want. Okay, we have been streaming for about 3 hours. Chances are we're gonna be able to do a single Lionel boss fight, because as it turns out, we don't need to go to the Korok Forest. This is what my setup, by the way, looks like, for those who are interested. Imagine having to actually do tax. Okay, all right, you know what? That's 100% on me. Yeah, no, Americans' taxes are complicated because because the people who end up writing the tax code, and by that I do not mean the politicians, I mean H&R Block and TurboTax, they want to make taxes intentionally hard so that we end up using their service instead of a far more efficient automated government service that would make a lot more sense. So I get it. I get it. Where's an easy Lionel? Anybody know where I can find a Lionel at this time of day? Is there... I feel like there's a Lionel around here somewhere. In this area. If I'm remembering correctly, I don't want to have to look up Lionel locations. I know that there's some in the overworld. I don't want to have to go to the depths to do a Lionel. But I feel like we should end with a Lionel fight. That makes me feel really good. Plus, we got a fully charged Master Sword. We should be able to do some serious damage. Oh my gosh! Never mind. We're not doing that just yet. We have to... You're so right. We have to go to Dorito Village. We have to shop for some ingredients. We have to do a crepe. We have to make a crepe. Very, very important. Several Lionel locations marked on my own Tears of the Kingdom game map, but they're all silver. Silver Lionels. Ooh. Okay. You're clipping the crepe? I'm here for it. If you know where a red one is, by all means, drop it in chat. We're not doing the Lionel Coliseum just yet. Absolutely not. We're doing that later, but I want to finish the 4th dungeon first. Oh, I'm not going to wake up the children. Store here? No, this is just a kitchen. The store's probably down a level. It's probably right there. If you head to the stable close to the house... Oh, wait, no, that's a hotel. NPC will tell you about a Lionel location? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, no, the horse god. All right. Ooh, okay, so cane sugar. We have none of that in our inventory, so we're going to want to buy... Let's do one. Because I want to save my rupees for upgrading our armor and everything. We have no butter either. My gosh. Is there milk? There's oil. Okay, we're going to have to head to Hateno village for the milk. Yep. Not house good. That's a funny typo, though. Instead of having a horse god, having house goods, like it's a Lowe's or a Home Depot. Nice! Keep up the good work, Chloe. Ye can do it. I think that a lot of that boss fight really comes down to memorization. And once you get it, then you'll be able to redo it more easily. Oh, that's right. We don't have Tulin in the village. Let's see. It's up here. Do we have acorns that we could turn in for milk, though? That's the question. Wind's good again today. Wait a minute. I should also look if I already have milk. Oh, I already have milk. Okay, and I have a wild berry. Yo, hype! I can actually cook. I can actually cook. Let me cook. Show them any part of a silver Lionel weapon as you get paid more. This is very important. I mean, it is important. There's no place to cook in here. We can head down into the village. Oh, wait. There's a spot right here. Okay. Nice! Okay. Getting tired of the Megalovania. Oh, boy. Okay, so we got a bird egg. We got butter, Tabantha wheat, milk, and wild berry, right? Fresh milk. Wild berry, cane sugar, tabantha wheat, and bird egg. Yeah, all right. Let's see what this looks like. That's an omelet! I think it's a tasty omelet, but... what did I do to mess it up? Oh my gosh, I didn't put in the cane sugar. What did I put in instead, then? Okay, so it's cane sugar, tabantha wheat, milk. I'm gonna have to look again. Butter. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're just gonna... We're gonna spend our life savings on these ingredients, but I'm getting this crepe. I want to see how delicious it looks. Wait, you're trying to tell me that I put in butter and the original recipe doesn't call butter? You tell that to a French person that you don't actually use butter in your crepes, and, like, they're gonna get so mad at you. Okay, tabantha wheat, we're gonna do this again. I believe! Goat butter. Yeah, listen, I know that you Brits have a love-hate relationship with the French. Your entire history can be summed up as 1,000 years of annoying the French. I get it. I get it. French food is delicious, though. I absolutely love French food. Thank you, Google, for coming in clutch. Okay, so we've got tabantha wheat. Hold up. Let me do this in order. We got wild berry, fresh milk, where'd the fresh milk go? Am I missing it? Hey, Nintendo, could we maybe get a better inventory system next game? Did I use all of my milk? I thought I had multiple milks. Quit. Okay. I guess we're gonna go back to Hateno Village. Yo! Hydration check! I have also been to France a couple of times, and I think that it really depends on where you're getting the food. Like, if you're sticking to mostly the touristy areas, then, yeah, it's probably not going to be, like, super wonderful food. But, when you get, like, super authentic French food, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, do I talk to this guy for milk? The cows seem happy. 3 more acorns. Here's some acorns, yeah. Nice. Okay, now it's happening. Get your faces ready. We are going to make a crepe. Okay. We are going to use a wild berry. We're gonna use fresh milk. We're gonna use cane sugar. We're gonna use tabantha wheat and a bird egg. And we're gonna cook. Yo, thanks for the snack, Ouija. What are we gonna have today? Oh my gosh! That actually looks so good. That was so worth it. That was worth the detour. That was... Oh my gosh. Ooh, please tell me that we're going to have that, Ouija. Because your boy would absolutely love a wild berry crepe right now. That... Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to snack before I end up getting ready for my little friends get-together later. Yeah, let's go kill a Lionel. Absolutely. Apple pie with custard? Oh, I love apple pie with custard. Like, oh my gosh. Homemade vanilla ice cream? Probably one of the best things in the world. It's so good. Okay, Lionel locations. Does anybody know where I can find a Lionel that is not silver? The honey crepe also looks good. I have made the honey crepe before. Lionel, where would you be? These platforms look like a place for a Lionel. You gotta get your ice cream! Yes! Get your ice cream, Ouija! Yes! Head to stable close to the horse god. Okay, horse god is right here. Stable is right there. NPC that tells you where to find a red one. That's right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am really appreciative of that hydration check as well, Ouija, because your boy definitely needed some water. But don't finish their quest. Okay. That's right. Don't finish their quest because you report back with a silver Lionel. Star, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Twitch chat is not Google. I know that it is difficult to tell the difference sometimes, but, is it this guy? Or it might be this gal. How long are they going to stay there? And they may have spotted us spying on them from the cliff, but what should I do if they come all the way up here? Oh, no, she's talking about, like, pirates. Big tree over there? Yeah, monsters. Yeah. The signs already?
Oh?
Look at this guy! Holy cow, look at him! Dude, if this guy didn't have a goatee and was wearing a bow tie, that's actually me. No, Chloe! Oh, that hurts. I feel for you. That's heartbreaking. I'm ignoring the Korok for now, but I'm taking the apples. I want to send a clear message about my priorities. Strongest in the world. This is it, right? Yeah. I have a sense you're a swordsman. Are you interested in weapons? I love weapons. Using all sorts of materials, trying to make the strongest weapon in the world. Yes, I have heard of Lionels, actually. Okay. Shoot fireball. They do shoot fireballs. Take down a Lionel. Okay. Let me go ahead and activate that. Wait, where did she... I was not paying attention. Charge up Lionel. Yes, you have to be careful. A sword's not strong enough. Where can I find them? Here we go. Just north of here near the entrance to Tempest Gulch. Okay. We're going to give this our all. We're going to do our darndest. How many attempts do you guys think it's going to take? I know. Look, okay. When I get 3 hours into stream, I'm going to fuddle my words. I'm gonna, like, not exactly speak English. These are just the things that you're gonna have to accept 3 hours into stream. Gosh, when I finally do end up doing that subathon in August, it's gonna be wild. And make sure that you stay on top of what I end up posting to my socials, because I don't have a clear date set yet. I'm still getting a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff set up in the meantime. But be on the lookout for that. Why does Funky Mode have no bow tie? Because Funky Kong doesn't wear a bow tie. Funky Kong is strong enough as is. If we were to give him a bow tie, then he would literally just be unstoppable. And we don't want to be super OP. Yeah. One, if you use the cheese I told you about with the full heart rule. Oh, true. I want to avoid you, actually. I don't really want to deal with bokoblins right now. I'm hungering for a Lionel. I'm thirsty for a Lionel. I'm just gonna keep heading north from that location. I don't see the Lionel, though. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Wait a minute. That's a fairy fountain. And it... Oh, no, that's the horse god. Okay. Where is the Lionel? She said... It's obviously not there. She said just north. Tumlia Heights. North Ocala Foothill. Tempest Gulch. Yeah, I don't even see a Tempest Gulch. Oh, okay. There's going to be a... She said just north of here. That's far more west. There's Rock Woods. North of Tempest Gulch. Okay. Oh, so it's going to be like right there. Okay, fastest way to get there is probably just by taking the overland route here. Yep. It's north of the entrance. So it could also be here. Either way, we're gonna investigate. At this point, I'm not looking up the location. I know generally where we're going. There is a shrine there, so... well, I mean, there's the shrine, but I don't know if it's at the right elevation. I'd rather go this route. Dude, it's a whole collection of black bokoblins. I don't want to deal with those guys at all. I have places to go, people to see. I'm sorry. I have a very important mission. Okay, thank you. That's a Korok seed if I've ever seen one. But again, we're avoiding that for now. If the Lionel is down, at least we'll be able to see it from a greater advantage point. Look at all of our friends joining us. We don't have Riju, but we have almost everybody else. We do have my fish boyfriend, so that's important. I think it depends. I think that the pizza definitely looks better if you are in the mood for a meal, and the crepe looks better if you're in the mood for something that's more desserty. It really depends on what mood I'm in, straight up. Like, I'm generally more of a savory kind of guy than a sweet kind of guy. But in those moments where I am craving something sweet, then oh my goodness. It definitely hits. The sweet things. I don't think it's up here. We can still go, but if we don't see it at the red spot, then we're just gonna travel down. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a Lionel fight here. All right. Of course I am a Sidon enjoyer. I am a man of culture, am I not? Oh, well, there's a Korok here. Look at that thing that we're going to ignore. Ooh, there is also this little tower thing. Of course it's raining, so we're not going to be able to get it super high on the tower. But we might. If we play our cards right, we might be able to... Oh, dang it. Nope. Okay. It's... Oh, that shrine was actually a pretty good location, as it turns out. It's in the forest? Okay. That's what I figured. Interesting to have a Lionel fight, like, in a forest instead of on a field. I know, he cuts through the water so well. And he's also just got Riz. Like, unfathomable Riz. Hey, that's rude. So, check this out. Get wrecked. Excuse me? Excuse me, sir? Roasted bass moment, and then top it off with a fortified pumpkin? That's right. Okay. Octorock eyeball, nice. And then we also got the balloon. Okay, where is this Lionel? Hopefully a far distance away from the Octorocks. Because I do not want to have to deal with Octorocks and a Lionel fight at the same time. I still don't see the Lionel. North of the entrance. Unless it's like down here. It might be. Huh. Is it in this area? I'm gonna find it. Okay. Alright. I'm just slowly making my way downtown. This looks like it's too cramped. Oh, it's one of those guys. You know what? Well, that should have been a lot better. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's just do this real quick. Okay, the bones broke, but at least we got some goodies. I remember her saying Tempest Gulch, though, so it's got to be in this area. A Knight's Broadsword, we might as well take that. Is this... Oh, it might be in this area, actually. That's my headcanon. Let's go ahead and give that a go. I don't want to have to deal with the second one of those, so I'm just going to book it straight to the location where I think it is. I know that you found it. There's one last spot that I want to check out. It's where the red indicator is on the map. This looks like a Lionel arena. A Lionel fight would go really hard here. Well, it's not here. Okay. Oh, but you're here. Okay. Well, if you guys are gonna be here... No, my bomb! It started floating! Phantom Ganon. Okay. You know what? It's Master Sword time, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Okay. Okay. Let's do the Zora shield. Okay. Small wheel shield. Why are all my shields breaking, bro? Come on. Come on. Another big jump. Big jump. Why? Why are you wrecking all of my shields? Actually, here's what we can do. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was something else.
Did everyone see that? Because I will not be doing it again.
Okay. Gloom Club. Nice. We got some dark clumps. No, my ball! You're so right. Okay, check the forest and the entrance to the gulch away from the lake. Like this forest? Okay. All right, good to know. I'm actually gonna teleport to that shrine and just gonna glide my way there. It's gonna be great. Oh, man. Gloom hands are not fun. They are a lot more manageable if you just keep throwing bombs at them. But, man, we do not have a shield. We straight up barely have any actual functional shields. Other than this Zonite shield. All right. Well, we've got that shield. We've got the Master Sword. What we might want to do, let's look at the meals that we've got. That's not going to increase our attack power much at all. There's Hasty Elixir. That might be useful. We could do some Tough Steam Mushrooms. We're going to do that as soon as we get to the location. Nah, I'm not going to get the Hylian shield. Not before tackling this. Like, literally tackling this Lionel is going to be the last major thing that we end up doing on stream today. Because then I got to shower. I got to get ready. Like, I have a party that I'm going to in 2.5 hours. And I might have to make a salad in between then. I need to check my text messages, but I obviously didn't do that while streaming. Sashaying towards me. I could see death on every step. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a challenging fight. I think that with 3 sages, it's going to be manageable. And I'm not going to apologize for using those sages because it's part of the game. And if Tulin ends up helping getting some headshots, and if Yunobo ends up making some really big, bombastic moves, and if Sidon just keeps standing there and looking pretty, again, I'm not going to apologize for that. It's a minimum hearts run. Gotta use my resources wisely. Okay. Oh, there you are, you little goober. Wait. I didn't have a bow equipped that whole time. Zonite bow. Okay. That wasn't a jump in the proper direction. Okay. Tough steam mushrooms. Let's go. Come on. Ooh. Ooh, huge, huge, huge. Okay. Hold up. We don't not have Gibdo bones. Wait, where's Fuse? Okay, sorry, by attack power. Boss, well, let's go ahead and do that one. Zonite shield is badly damaged. This is not good. Okay, here we go. We can do it. Okay. By golly. Okay. Oh boy. Just run. Run, 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 run. Okay, there goes the other shield. We have one shield left. We are so unprepared. What? Oh, I forgot he had that move, I guess. I should have flurry rushed in reverse and not jumped into the sword. Okay, all right. We learned a little bit. We're shaking off the rust. That's fine. I probably should get some shields, but I think we could do this. I think if we try hard enough. Ah. Okay. Okay. I get the picture. I get the picture. We're doing the Zonite boat. Bro's chopping down trees? Serious? Oh, I didn't know that he could kick you. Okay. All right. I believe that we can do this. I do firmly believe that we can do this. We just need to... We need to think. Which is something that I'm really bad at this late into stream. But... There we go. That's what I was hoping to do. Let's grab this. Let's do, by attack power, Blue Lizalfos one. Come on. Okay. Yeah, he's chopping down trees. He's chopping down trees. Oh, gosh. Okay. Come on. There we go. We love to see it. Okay, we're down to more than half health, so I think that as long as we're careful... Oh! We get the parries. Okay, now is when we end up hopping into this bad boy, which is something that we love. Okay, we're gonna run. Why no fuse on Master Sword? Because I'm waiting to fuse a Lionel Horn to the Master Sword. Okay. Yep. Okay. Whee! I think this is it. Yes! Let's go! Boom. See, and then what I was hoping to do is fuse Master Sword to that's no. Yes, that's what we want. 22 fuse attack power. Don't mind if I yes. Okay. Lionel Mace Horn. We'll take those. Lionel Hoof. A Lionel Bow. And a Soldier's Claymore that, let's take the Soldier's Claymore. We might as well. Okay. Well, that was good. That was successful. We love to see it. Well, I think that we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. But make sure that you stick around because chances are we are going to be raiding another family-friendly Twitch channel. So be sure to stick for that. If you like the content and you want to see more Nintendo, indie, wholesome, food discussion type content, then consider dropping a follow. It is not expected, but it is greatly appreciated, and you get to be a part of this amazing, wonderful community. If you want to be a part of this community outside of stream, then you can always check out the Discord, where we share memes, we share food pictures, we share pet pictures. It's awesome. If you aren't able to make it to every stream, then I also have a VODs channel on YouTube. If you subscribe realistically within the next month or so, then chances are you will be among the first 500 subscribers, which will be really cool. And if you aren't able to sit through an entire VOD necessarily, but you still want to get the juiciest bits from stream, then consider following me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I end up posting all sorts of clips for all the amazing moments that we have here. But like I said, that is going to do it for me for today. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, and wherever you are in the world, stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, everybody, and I hope to see you on Monday for some Ember Ward.